This is a theme tune because YouTube flagged my theme tune. So until Matt Napo gets up the retirement home and makes me a theme tune, this will be the theme tune.
Write the theme tune, sing a theme tune.
Oh, you got to turn that. You got to turn that notification sound off on your phone. What's going on?
Is it loud from your end?
It was going off through Chong, wasn't it? Like, boop, 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 boop.
I'll mute my phone.
I'm only fucking with you. It's good.
No, I won't mute you.
What if something happens? What if something bad happens to the kids? First of all, hello everyone. Yeah, fuck them. Well, don't fuck them, but you know, I've got streams going on. I've got the own stream, episode 49 of Last Rites. Thank you. We'll wait to see if anyone else shows up in a bit. What's the frequency? Kevin was around a little while ago, but he got the wrong time, and I changed it. And you should be hitting the bell or liking stuff on Facebook, and then that way you'll know if time's changed because it tells you right away.
Notifications, baby. It's all relevant.
So the reason it's 8 is because we were just on Mind Dog with Tommy Chong and the dog. I thought we'd have an hour, but we won about an extra 20 minutes, which is cool. So I'm glad I did push this to 8 o'clock, but here we are. Here we fucking are. Let's go. I hope everyone is wonderfully okay today. I'm feeling good. It was nice to sit in with Tommy Chong.
Yeah, it was cool. Not having to say much because he was literally he's fucking what an interesting guy because he's not like dreary or boring. He's like, you know, ask him a question and boom, let him go.
I didn't know what to expect, and then the dog just tried to ask him, and he's just talking over him. We love it. We love it. We love it. We will never say that. In fact, we're not going to swear for the first 10 minutes of the stream. We're going to try and do that because YouTube isn't a massive fan of that.
I think I bumped that one, but yeah, we'll go for 10 minutes and then we'll let loose. So
we will. So Napo is in the chat, obviously. Big thank you for letting us sit in with the Chong and not the Chong because that sounds racist. Like Tommy Chong, it's a person. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, very, very, very nice. Very, very good indeed that we got that opportunity. And there will be, I imagine, in the next week or two, we might have some more news for everyone, but we're going to sleep on that for a few days. So
yes,
you're not going to know about it yet.
Some things in the pipeline, babies.
Yeah. You know what? I'm starting to believe this consciousness shit because I came into this year thinking, right, I'm going to get shit done. And things start to happen.
They do.
The universe.
Like you build it, it will come, or build it and they will come, or whatever Kevin Costner. No, it wasn't Kevin Costner, was it? It was like Ray Liotta, wasn't it? If you build it,
it's Field of Dreams, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, Field of Dreams. So Kevin Costner's in it, but I think isn't like Ray Liotta Ray Liotta.
You know what?
Baseball player dude. If you build it,
that's it. Yeah, I think he said it, but I barely watched it. But I remember Wayne's World kind of parodied that, and it's like if you build it, they will come. Because they make they make Wayne stock, right?
Wayne stock, Wayne's World 2, yeah. If you
I need a bowl of 1,000 brown M&Ms. Now Ozzy would not go on stage. Lovely, love it.
It was good. It was a good Chong, Tommy Chong for like obviously
I'm listening
racial purposes. He got me inspired to maybe just like maybe tomorrow do my working days, smoke a little bit of marijuana just to like take the edge off and relax because maybe it will help me take less painkillers and therefore protect my liver.
Well, you keep Napo, you keep telling everyone that I smoke weed, but I do every now and then, but not, you know, I'm into edibles here and there, but I'm probably gonna be I'm going to be getting into weed, so it's been on my list for a long time because I get the appeal. I like it, but I'm only mixing it with booze. But I just want the effect of just a little bit. You know, you don't have to go too far. That's the danger. You think I can do more and more and more. No, you just take enough. Just take enough to get that float off to space. YouTube does not endorse drugs.
No, YouTube does not endorse anything unless it's YouTube standard certified. But yet they'll have like Nicki Minaj's ass like bouncing up and down in front of children. It's like, okay, that'll do.
Yeah, I'm going to turn into a massive pothead. What if? Did you ever think about this? What if there's just a massive time loop going on and I become Matt Napo? I mean, I'm losing my hair, right? I can get a bit grumpy. I could see myself getting into weed. What if I just shave this and this grows? And then I get those big manly arms, and then I just, you know, move to Long Island, and I become him and then he dies and comes immediately out of my mother's vagina.
Yeah,
right?
like a vicious cycle. Like
yeah. Snake eating its own tail, a dog eating its own tail.
Yeah, I like that one. But do you know what we should do? Next time you, me, and the dog do a podcast together, is maybe smoke or do edibles, and we'll discuss the same thing on that same podcast, and we'll like.
Yeah, man. What if every star is a soul?
Yeah, man. Every star's an aborted fetus, man.
I can get into it. No, let's do it, because we're definitely going to set up some in-person stuff.
Yes, we're going to do that over the next few weeks. I've got one or two things over the coming weeks, but I'm thinking maybe like mid Feb-ish, mid to the end of Feb, we can definitely do like my place in person. Katie needs to be off work because we need a barmaid. That's a fact.
So someone needs. She's our Tracy. Someone needs. So I'm good. I'm good in spaces. So the weekend of the 25th, we'll sort this out later. The last weekend, basically, of February, I'm about, and then some in March. We just need a bit of notice because I've got some stuff to do. But I'm definitely that weekend of the 25th or whatever. I'm definitely around and definitely up for it.
25th Feb. So
see what the barmaid's up to. You know,
so off in. Oh, do you know what? She's actually in work, but it doesn't matter that weekend. Just got a calendar bit. It's fine because she can just haze in on the podcast when she stumbles in from work at a good time.
Which happens anyway, right? It happens
anyway. With a takeaway, and we can just pause and nibble, and then which happens quite frequently when we podcast, so which is good. And
there we go.
We'll do you like that? Then I said sod it instead of F it because I'm being conscious of the time.
Let's see if we can get to 10 minutes. It's the only rule. Here we go. The Matt is drinking to my mother's vagina. Thank you very much. She better not be watching because, hey, listen, I don't always post this shit, but they do. They have watched one of these before. Me and Choppin last year, so I don't know. They might have liked the Facebook page. So let's explain it to her. Are you on the Jamesons? I'm getting my papers and I'm going back to Nam. I used to stack you 10 high and make sandbags.
Yeah, long Vietnam.
I do want to go to Vietnam. I know a Vietnamese person, and it is on my list. But obviously, I'm a bit of a South American nut. But Asia, I think 2023 will be year of Asia for me. I want to go to Japan and I want to go to Vietnam.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Sounds good. I think I have 3 friends that went to Japan last year more or less at the same time. One was a honeymoon, another friend went over.
Yeah.
They were eating like Wagyu steak. You know, it's like fucking real expensive. But I guess in Japan it's cheaper if you're eating it in Japan. They were eating that all the time and drinking whiskey all week, Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
So they love their whiskey over there.
And
then get a bit of sake. Not sake long time. I mean sake, the drink.
Warm sake. Right? Strong shit.
Well,
Kitty's cousin lives in Japan with her husband now. They're teachers out there. So they haven't been home for quite some time for obvious reasons. But January of 2020, Kitty's other cousin, this girl's sister who lives in my street as well, they went out there to visit her sister. And they said as soon as they got off the plane, they said it was like literally like quarantine style airport, biohazardous suits everywhere, and just people throwing
COVID
thermometers in your face. They were like, whoa.
COVID times early on over in Asia wasn't good, but hopefully it'll all go away now. Asia's been on my list for a long time. It's I think multiple trips. Japan's going to be its own trip itself, and then I want to go to South Korea and Vietnam. But it's big place, maybe the Philippines at some point. But it's just I don't know. I can see that being several trips of mine, and I will.
It's only like recent. It's only the last, I don't know, maybe 2 years or so. And again, it's weird because that's when COVID was doing his thing. But I started watching quite a bit of. I watched Anthony Bourdain loads years ago anyway, but I started to watch more of his stuff over the last few years, and quite a few of the ones were in Asia, and I thought, wow, I just want to go.
I haven't watched much Bourdain, but I like him. I saw several interviews with him. I think I saw on Bo Bogan, Bo Bogan. But good interview, good guy, and then tops himself and paid for his sexual assaulty wife.
Beautiful.
To get out of trouble.
Stuff.
But I want to get on that for sure. But if
the whole Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown. I know, it's all on Netflix. They think absolutely phenomenal show. I just love it.
Do you know what? I'll get a hangover day, maybe even Saturday or something. I'll just sit in bed and watch.
Because you could just go through and think, do you know what? Like, what country do I want to see? And you go, this country, and he's been there. You can just fucking flick through I swore. Oh, it's 10:29. It's fine. You can just flick through episodes and seasons, and it's just like it's a wondrous thing. I remember doing it once. You mentioned a hangover day, but I remember going to bed, like not from a hangover, just not feeling great, and I just went to bed and I just literally chucked Anthony Bourdain on in the background, and I just remember dozing in and out and just waking up, and he was in different countries, and it was just nice. It was refreshing. He's got one where he's like I'm sure it's Antarctica on like some fucking science, like on a science lab in Antarctica. It was fucking insane. That one was crazy. Like it's not known for his cuisine anywhere in Antarctica.
They're out there cooking food for people digging up fucking alien bases in the Antarctic.
It was bizarre. It was weird. It was fun to watch though.
There we go. I knew my desk had more space. I just got to make it a quick adjustment. Because I've got this camera is like in front of my monitor. Cause it's a massive fuck. When I pulled it out of the box, I thought it was just a normal webcam, but it's a bit, where you get like a proper camera with a lens on the front.
Yeah.
It's like the size of one of those lenses. It's heavy.
Okay. Yeah.
And it sits on a tripod here, but at the moment, because I can't get the software that will zoom in because the computer's a bit locked up. When I get my new stuff, I'll be able to keep it further away and zoom in. But so it can be in front of the screen. But there you go. I just want to see who I'm talking to and a bit of me as well. So
of course you do, of course. Have you got your monitor on the wall now? It looks like your monitor behind you or to your left.
No, that's on another desk. It's on a little shitty desk to my left. No. So it's almost, I've built like a shitty corner desk.
It looks wall mounted. It looks good.
Yeah, no. My setup. I made some decisions the other day. I'm gonna move out of here in probably April and go into some temporary accommodation. I haven't discussed this with anyone else yet, and then that'll help me out in a couple of months after that. I'll get into a new place, but I want almost like the dog setup with more space behind me, and then I'll have to fill a wall. I'll have to fill a wall with like this tapestry thing is quite narrow, and it's only a few feet. But if the camera sees more, you'll have to fill the wall. So I want to do stuff like that. Maybe I'll even make it look a bit like a comedy club, like a fucking neon sign eventually with some curtains.
That's exactly what I want to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. The only reason why this little tapestry was up is because of the podathon. I thought if we're gonna do a 40-hour podathon, I thought there's no way I want to just sit there with a boring wall behind me. I just thought it's just fucking.
And do you know what? I'm used to it now. It perfect. I think you should keep it for a while. It's definitely decent.
I'll keep it for a bit, but literally over the next couple of weeks / few months or whatever, this whole room I'm in now is going to be decorated out anyway. So we're going to have like red brick effect wallpaper.
Nice.
Now on the other corner with some shelving and some bottles of booze and a little bit of neon signage places and whatever. So it's going to be fun. So when you come over, I'll give you an idea of what I'm looking to do, and then But yeah, your idea sounds class as well. Just get a nice big fucking open space, nice little.
Yeah, well, I'll figure it out. Maybe it won't be practical, but I'll figure something out. And wherever I move to is going to have room. Well, one of the key things is like, can I fit a podcast setup in here? That's going to be one of the main things I'm thinking about.
Well, if it's something you're going to be like as time for the best part of just shy of a year now, we've been doing this frequently-ish, so it's time to for me. I know you've got more shit than I have. It's time for me to invest a bit more slow and steady and do things with the room to make it look a bit more appealing. And
all it is baby steps. That's all. Hey Kelly, don't worry about it. Just jump in whenever. Thank you very much for being here. It's important to get some distance back from the camera. Yeah, exactly. So. All right, but it's not.
What are you saying, Matt? I don't know what you mean.
I could say. Do you know why I go a bit closer? Because my current setup, my laptop is just here, and if I need to bring stuff up, that's the only reason. But yeah, you're right. You can frame in about here, right? But when I get at my final place, it'll be more like your setup. Well, I'll have a desk, I'll have space behind me, and the camera further this way. So that's the aim. And then I'm reading up about lighting. Some backlighting separates you from the background, and I'll have some big lights up here. Don't worry about it. I'm on it. I'm doing research. For now, you're getting this.
Good.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, good. Yeah. I don't know why I was doing Josh Adam Myers. So, yeah, that's right. That's right, Napo. Yeah, what you gonna sing for us tonight at the comedy jam? Oh, that really fucking hurt. Oh, Adam Myers for a while.
Do you know much about like soundproofing? Because I mentioned to you before I'd be looking at like soundproof pads, but I don't want them like they look shit. They just like
they look shit, they look shit, and a lot of people use them in a way that they won't work. So if you just have 4 on the wall next to you, you might bounce. You might bounce a bit of your voice back, but it's not really going to matter through these type of microphones. So it's not going to stop sound going through the wall unless it's like covering everything that's around you, I think.
Yeah. Because I was looking at like an underlay for the walls before you put like wallpaper on, but then you got the problem of getting that on and then the wallpaper on top, or just do like the whole area when I podcast, like a couple of meters square, just maybe just on the whole ceiling, just cover that with like sound like with foam pad or something.
You can get all kinds of. Where I used to work, I'm not going to say, but it was a research place. They had sound stuff, so I went to the Institute of Sound and Vibration Research near where I used to work, and they had really cool stuff. So you would go in some places like echoic chambers, right? And you go in and they surrounded it with stuff. So when you said hello, it would be like hello, 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 like just in a small room. And then you go in another one called an anechoic chamber, and the padding is a different way. And you literally go in there and it deadens everything. It's weird. You go in, it's like hello. It just clips the sound. It's just like and you talk and it's just killing it. So you can do some cool shit, but in those places the whole room was covered with stuff, and the recording studio would be all the walls would be pretty much padded round. But they do stuff with like hanging blankets down and stuff, like hanging stuff in front of doors, and you could improvise. But some padding might work, but it's just looking into it and having a real good look around online.
And like you said, you get some, like you see some podcasts, you see like a couple of like random squares of foam padding on the wall. It's like, is that for like artistic integrity, or is it just fucking? But like Rogan just uses a fucking like a red curtain, doesn't he?
But he's nothing else. There's the way he's in a warehouse, right? Basically, rents a warehouse or leases it, and in his podcast studio, it's quiet. No other sound is getting in there. So the door will probably be soundproofed, and then nothing's getting in because they're in a big building anyway. Yeah. But if you're in a house with people next to you, they can hear you. You can hear them. And
I was checking online, and they said that the best thing to do for like sound, whether it's a recording studio or podcasting, the best thing to do is essentially do a room within a room. That's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Other than podcasting, so if you had a room, so build a smaller little pod within your room.
Basically, they were probably like MDF panel the whole wall, like thick MDF all over the walls, and then soundproof shit on front of that, and then blankets and cushions and hippie shit everywhere to soften all the sound.
Soften on the blow, And the other thing I'm going to do as well is once I've got like the understairs wardrobe built in there as well, I'll get a huge fucking rug, lay the rug down, and my desk will go on the rug as well. That'll stop obviously sound and.
Yeah, it will make a big difference. So Matt said Jamie needs a pig sound effect loop. Yeah, at some point, I'm getting a soundboard. I just need to figure out how to stream it and stuff. But it's easy to make one. I like the idea of a gimmicky soundboard just for ridiculousness.
Yeah,
I'll look. Well, Matt, at the Podathon, there's awkward applause, right? But if you see like Real Ass Podcast with Luis J. Gomez, he has one that says rape, but he has like machine gun effects and just silly stuff. But I think it can add to it, especially if it's kind of ironic.
Brendan Walsh does his pisses around, didn't he, with just different sound effects, and you can program it. This is what Nicky, my brother-in-law, was on about a few weeks ago. We were talking about soundboards. He said, "Yeah, just get a soundboard, just to dick around with." Okay.
Yeah. You can make a soundboard and have a tablet that plugs in, and all that does is soundboard. So Matt said Rogan has SMP7. Kind of industry standardish, right? But they are very directional. But if you're on, they are good. But they're also £600 basically. They're like £600. And then the ones, I don't know if you've ever seen like there's another it's not sure, is it? I don't know what Matt uses, but on your mum's house and stuff, they use these grey sort of ribbed cock looking things. They're also very good, but they are expensive. But it's all baby steps, right? This is just a stage mic. Look, it's just a fucking Behringer stage mic, and it's cheapy as well. But this has lasted like 4 years. It was 20 quid. I just stick a cheapy little windshield on it, and it's fine for now. But I will get a proper mic this year as well. So it'll baby steps. But I'm sure people aren't tuning in just to listen to what we're gonna do.
But if people want to invest, if people want to, if people want to do like a Jamie and Carl GoFundMe cancer thing, like they did for Andy.
Well, listen, I've got to go and get my bum looked at soon, so we'll figure it out. But it's definitely something going on anatomically. I'm going to brave a physical inspection on my own this weekend or next week, and then I'm going to go to the doctor.
Highly advisable. That's the least whatever. Yeah, I just do it. It needs to be done because you had to take like shit pills this morning, didn't you, just to stop shitting yourself?
This morning, it's not that. It's just that I would, if I have an active day, day, then I have to do shit. Yeah, it's very, very annoying. But there's definitely something like, I'm sure it's like a fucking pile, right? I'm sure that's what it is.
Probably. Could be a tumor hanging out.
It could be a tumor hanging out as well, or my entire ass. So it's been happening over the last 2 months, and I should now go and do something about it. But yeah, that's the downside of not living with a woman, isn't it? Because she'd make you go immediately.
Yeah, she would.
I just go, this will probably be fine. This will probably keep being fine.
It'd be okay. Just put just the way they do like in rugby. Just tape it up. Just put some fucking masking tape on it. Back up on the field, boy. It's fine. Oh, Key just strolled into the corner.
This one. Oh, she gave me the right time.
Yeah. I was checking off a mic. He pretended to wank off a mic. Bless.
No, I wouldn't. She wouldn't believe that.
He wouldn't. It's a goat. He's got a sacrificial goat. He's wanking off a goat for milk.
Yeah. Oh, so I don't know how you feel, but like, obviously Tommy Chong's a big deal, but now I just don't give a shit. He's just a dude. You kind of know that it's Tommy Chong, but I think after the podathon, it's like
yeah, they're people too. They're people too.
But it's a good thing, right? Because it'll make us more natural when we do get people that we love.
Yeah, but there's a couple of things I've watched back from the podathon. Like it's so much to watch back on. You can't watch it all in a short amount of time. But the ones I watched back on, the earlier parts are a bit nervous and whatever. But it's kind. I do like I remember just looking back on stuff, and it's just shit sitting there thinking, you know what, we didn't just fucking interject every 30 seconds. We just sat there, we listened, and it was an experience, and we wanted to listen. And like, there's one part where stand-up was like, Dykes and Mann, you just got to be, sat in the back. It's
because at the beginning when Phillips and then that came on, it was like, man, shut up, we're having this. But he was joking, right? But then at the end, he was going, joking, I hope you weren't being quiet. But he was nice enough. But from my point of view, we've been up for all fucking day and all night. And I was just thinking, listen, I'm going to sit back and listen to this awesome discussion between friends.
That's exactly what it was, yeah. But like you said, it was great the fact he touched upon that point and was like, Dykes was like, Dykes and Mann, I didn't, you've got to literally shut the fuck up. And we were both like, well, no, it's been a long ass fucking day or whatever. It's we are listening to what you two fucking giants are just talking about.
It immediately like humanizes, because we know everyone's a human, right? But you kind of, I guess we all put people up there. But when you fucking have a conversation, it's like, oh, they're just fucking people.
They're just people, yeah.
If you're just having natural conversations and having fun normally and not being weird about it, then it's all for the better.
So, that was the beautiful thing of the conversation we had, because you and I, we said what we said, and they got some laughs. We relaxed. We was listening to what they were saying. We interjected when it was just the time was there. It was fucking great. Everything worked out fine.
Used to be together.
And you know what? I don't know why, because I like Henry Phillips. I think he's a great comic, but I don't know much about him as stand-up. But when he come on, I felt a little bit like, reserved. I was like, it's Henry Phillips. I'm gonna be quiet now. Because I don't know what it was. It was just I was Henry Phillips. I was like, oh shit. It's probably because Stanhope talks about him a lot as well. I just felt like, let's just listen to Henry because I want to listen to Henry Phillips. And he was cool. He was nice. He was everyone was so fucking sweet. Brendan Walsh was the same when he came on at first. I was like, oh,
beautiful,
beautiful. Fuck, man.
Beautiful, yeah. When I get blinky, don't worry about it. That's just me. I've got a tick, and I've noticed that I do it when I watch myself back. But I just do this.
When Carl gets blinky, I get
blinky, I need a blankie. But no, I've got a tick, and you're actually mocking my disability. So
it's a disability, yeah. It's like
I'm not, I'm not.
If he was in a wheelchair or if he was black, he wouldn't do that, Kelly. It's disgusting.
I'm not moving around by blowing a straw like Christopher Reeve, but it is a disability in a way, and I will milk it. I will milk it.
Yeah,
to the end.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get like,
I'm blinky. I've got cancer. Ooh, I'm blinky. So where's my GoFundMe?
Yeah, everyone needs a GoFundMe. You haven't got to be for cancer, but it can be blinky fucking GoFundMe. Emmy, everyone needs do a GoFundMe for Emmy. Oh, I'm tired all the time. Okay, princess.
Exactly. Exactly. Do you know what? Beer, lager, right? It goes down so bloody fast when we start these. So 2 down already. I had to catch up a bit though. Like I said, I was on coffee and water during the Chong thing.
Yeah, I had I think I had like 1.5 cans of Heineken when Tommy Chong was on.
I like your sips though. They weren't like this. They were like. Want to get a screenshot, but you got to do what you got to do.
I started sipping, and then I just he started chugging.
Well, it's the same with cock, right? It's the same with cock. You just get a bit of it, and then you're like, and then you're like, makeup's running.
Yeah, because once they start doing their thing on cock, is like they're into it, and they always make out like that. They feel guilty and almost like pressurizing to doing it. But it's like, no, you look like you're having fun.
Well, that's how you want it to look and feel.
Yeah, it's you look like a child eating cake. Maybe not the best analogy when we're talking about sucking dick, but who cares? But they look happy. It's good. It's good until they choke, and then we finish, and then they fuck them.
Or just go to sleep and feel hungover in the morning. But so tonight after the Brock show, and thank you everyone who's watched the Brock show as well. If you are watching this back, I'm sure if you're watching this now, you subscribe. But if you are watching it back, please give us a subscribe and a like. And if you want to comment. But don't do any weird shit. Or I will find you, and I do have hammers. So please scroll down, subscribe, the big red button. You can't miss it unless you're colorblind or you've got water on the brain.
Or a whore. Man whore, female whore.
Exactly, but it'll all help us, and we want to grow organically because there are channels out there that just go and buy subscribers. They'll go, right, I'm going to buy 1,000 subscribers. And guess what happens? 1,000 people in Thailand sign up to it, or they use a bot, and then no one watches the video, and then YouTube goes, that looks weird.
They
push your channel down in the algorithm. So we want to go up. Real engagement like this, like these lovely conversations. Mr. Chat from Napo. I thought you were going to mention where you spontaneously start masturbating.
No.
For the podathon?
The podathon, yeah.
This one? Well, no, I was actually fell into a little bit of a bit, which is a mistake. But listen, we were 39 hours in. I think Jamie was asleep. It was just like, I didn't know what to say. Brett was keeping us going. And I thought I'll have a bit of fun. But I was so tired. And it's a true story. Not all of it, but obviously a relative did die of AIDS, and we were told it was leukemia. So I really hope my parents aren't watching, and that is real. We do not speak of it. Or anything else. We just don't speak about a whole situation. I never brought it up.
Yeah, never, ever. Not to like the internet at all.
Never, ever have I ever felt so low. We can't do karaoke again. That's it. That by the way, the karaoke's on the edited out part of the what turned out to be a 13-hour stream. Got to cut it down to 3.5 hours, re-upload it. because it was a big mistake, the whole thing, and I shouldn't have drunk a whole bottle of Tito's. 20.
You had fun though. It was fun though.
It was fun. It was fun.
Was Katie's karaoke in the final edit at all, or just no?
Probably not, but we did talk. She is in there, but I think I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through the secret part of it, the few hours of it, and I'm going to pull out fun bits.
Yeah.
And if there's anything in there that looks fun, I'll send it to you and see if you want it. Because I want to start putting clips up as well. Because there are definitely some moments, especially the last 3 months, right? There are moments that are hilarious. So I want to start clipping them out.
Yeah.
Which it's going to be a lot of work. I can transcribe it, but it's just like finding the bits. But I'm sure I make notes, obviously. But let me just
hieroglyphics.
Let me show you some notes from the Brock podcast. I can read Desperado.
Yeah.
I think look, it's all the angles and fucking drunk.
Shit, it's like trigonometry and shit. That's fucking insane.
But when I solve the clever shit. That's when
like the Da Vinci Code. You're gonna be like Robert Langdon. You're just gonna discover it all, and it's gonna make sense.
When I'm closing my eyes, you really think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yes, mind dog. Give us more things, mind dog. Mind dog, we're gonna use you. We're gonna use you until you die, mind dog.
I'm gonna rip the mustache off your face and wipe my dick.
That's how we end up egging each other on and saying ridiculous shit. But
yeah, we do, yeah. But I do want to use his mustache as a camera. That'd be great, though. Like, dog, when you do pass in your will, can you just say I want to leave Jamie Dykes my mustache? And I will use it as a really good camera. And every time I make love to my wife, I can see. There we go.
Doggy Dog was saying how we never really break, we don't really laugh or anything, but that fucking got me. I had a genuine little laugh. That was nice. It was very funny. Just the thought of you using his task like a cum rag. Let me get a bit.
I think it'd be good. Because every time I kiss Kitty, like every time I have a little trim, she's like, "Oh, it's too stubbly." But I think with the dog's mustache, it wouldn't be that prickly in her face because he just has a proper little groom all the time. But as well as me, is like I'll trim it right down so it's like stubbly. And she's like, up her nose. But I'm thinking if she had the dog's mustache wiping the jizz away, it might be nice and smooth, kind of like a really expensive carpet, just like it'd be good.
I start. Where the fuck are people? Because we've only got a couple. We've only got these two in it, so we need. Where's Evan, my business manager? I'm going to go and see Evan in March. I fucking am. I'm flying up there. I'm serious. I'm going to
Scotland.
Well, to be honest, flying to Scotland from Bristol is cheaper than getting a train to London on the day.
How long does it fly to them?
Like an hour.
An hour, if that. Yeah, cool.
Or it's a day driving. So, I want to go there anyway because my former flatmate from years ago lives there, and also I met some comics from there when I was at Edinburgh Festival because Glasgow's like an hour away. So I'll go up there, and I might as well have a little pint with Evan, and we'll talk business. See if he's going to give me a sack of money or not. Obviously, we're going to use Daddy Dog to give us money eventually, but Evan will
tell
do it
Evan.
in the meantime.
Say, look, and I haven't told you this, Carl, but Evan, in complete error on his end, sent me some damning evidence of something he did. And I'm not going to say what it is, but just tell him I'll take it to the press if he doesn't give you the bag of money. So Evan, if you're listening, that video you sent me, I've saved it and I've taken screenshots scene by scene.
The more investment I get in me, because Mind Dog believes in us, Evan believes in us. The more investment I get in me, I'll take everyone with me. All the people that are Jamie's coming with me. We're going to the moon. We are going to the moon.
The literal moon. We're going. Elon Musk is
we're not going to be successful in coming to a podcast, and we're just going to go to the moon and then find the Nazis that are on the dark side of it.
Yeah, and, that's exactly what
join them because they seem fun.
Because I believe we've got Elon Musk on side. I do. I believe Elon Musk listens to this podcast.
Yeah. Listen, the original Nazis had great Hugo Boss costumes. How cool do you think space Nazis will look in their spacesuits? Hugo Boss spacesuits?
It'll make SpaceX astronauts look like pussies, like Ken dolls. Hugo Boss does Nazi uniforms / spacesuits, man. They're going to be incredible. Absolutely amazing. That's what we need. Right, we're 34 minutes in. I'm going to get a vodka. Can I
Yeah, go for it. I'll hold the fort. if there's a fort to hold. I'm not making myself big screen because that's weird. Yeah, so there we go. We had a nice chat with Tommy Chong tonight. I feel manager's going to get better. It's been time. It's weird. It's obviously my life, but weeks and weeks are just flying by right now, which is making me really think about mortality. It's just Friday, and then you're in a coffin, right? So the cheapest one possible, please, and then set fire to me, because being buried is stupid. That's another motivator, isn't it, of doing things and getting things done. So that's why 2022 is going to be a fun year of getting shit done. And I have a little mini 3-year plan as well, and that will go out the window because it always does. But you know what? It'll be fun getting there. That's what I say. I've got to just, you're trying to copy stuff. So how much vodka is Jamie getting? It's I'm going to get a little bit of vodka. Is he just tipping VAT? VAT is VAT a US measurement? 1 quart? Because I often hear 1 quart. Turns out it's about a litre here of our quart. But it's, let's not get into too many measurements. That did confuse an entire episode of Mind Dog the other day. I'm just going to tweet this link. All around the world, don't do me for copyright strike for humming that. Jesus, man, Jesus. 9 months in the Penn and Teller. 9 months Penn and Teller. What's the frequency, Kevin? There we go. How about I'm going to tweet this now, and everyone go and share this tweet. Let me just say, I own up to it. I was behind 9/11. Hang on. It's always weird when people are trying to write and think and talk, isn't it? But I'll just go live now with Dykes, and if everyone goes and share this, that'll be nice. Or share something from the last Rites podcast. If you do nothing to help the channel, I'll find you, and I will ultimately do nothing. I'll just find you and I'll look at you. I'll just sit up a tree and look at you. Just not glaring. I wouldn't say glaring. If it'd be funny if I just posted the wrong link, wouldn't it? And just so they just sharing a YouTube with me watching Taking the Hobbits to Isengard for 10 hours. We're taking the Hobbits to Isengard. We're taking the Hobbits to Isengard. And once I did watch it for 10 hours, because that's what I did circa 2014 when that was nice. This is what happens when he leaves me. I just start to ramble. And before long, I'll be talking about shitting myself in on a table where hours later my brother ate sandwiches from. And, we'll have a good time. We'll think about that. Oh, there we go. Sometimes this chat goes weird. I can see how it is from the other side, dog. And yeah, so my estimation for Long Island and New York City and maybe the West Coast and maybe Texas or whatever is going to be September-ish. That's my guess. But as the year goes on, it'll move around a bit. I don't want to come near winter because I'm not getting snowed. The princess doesn't get snowed in anywhere. All right.
God no. You have nothing in with COVID, let alone the snow. Fuck the snow.
And in April, I'm going to go to South America and be in like stupidly hot. Well, actually, it might not be that hot then. It might be like 30 Celsius. So it's hot for us, but not for there. So yeah, the fall for the US, I think, is good. And then probably after that, probably at least twice in 2023. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to keep coming over. Keep trying to get in that will, get in that will.
Be a good boy to the dog. He'll lay you in the will.
I reckon if I rubbed his feet every day, he'd get in the will.
Probably. Do you reckon he'll let you trim his mustache, though?
Well, if I got this big house here in Long Island and he's rubbing my feet every day, I may as well give him my money,
The dog and the will.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though. Yeah. The big joke about everyone's moving to Austin, we are moving to Austin. We're just using you on the way. There's a club, the Creek in the Cave, which I always wanted to go to. Which was, I don't know where it was in Manhattan, or it might have been in Brooklyn. It was around, but it was really good for young comics. And before Bo Bogan even moved there. The lady, COVID and Antifa took her business down when they protested Milo Yiannopoulos going to the club for Legion of Skanks. So she moved to Austin and set it up there. And apparently the Creek in the Cave Austin is really good for young comics. Like, it's quite good to get spots as an up and coming comic. And by young, I don't mean young, I just mean new, you know.
New comics. Cool. Yeah,
well, let's talk. The thing is, the next time I go, it's been so long since I've been. I've got to go to New York. Like, there's so many comedy clubs. I just want to go and fucking watch stuff in, and I want to try and get up in little mics and stuff. And then I want to obviously got to go to Long Island because some old dude's trying to groom me. And then I need to go to LA because I've got a friend there that I've not seen for 5 years. Well, no, I've seen it since actually, but I've not been there for 5 years. And then there'll be. I probably won't stay there long though, so I'll go to. But then it's money and time, right? So we'll see what happens, but I'll definitely be going to a third destination. And I think the next time I go after that, I'll hit Vegas because I want to go to Vegas and just see, people losing their fucking minds.
And then money.
Then I'll just
and their marriages.
And then crumble. By Vegas. I'm not really a water person. I did some lake stuff when I was a kid, and I did enjoy it, but I never really did it too much. I did some kayaking, canoeing, and capsizing around and stuff. Always enjoyed it, but never really did it ever. And then when I went to Brazil about 6 or 7 years ago, I did some scuba diving for the first time, and they took us way deeper than we should have gone as novice because they have no health and safety. But one thing that did happen at 13 meters, my fucking ear really started hurting, and I didn't tell him for ages, and as usual. But then at one point, it felt like my brain was going to explode, and because the key then is this, which is up, and then you do the white power thing for okay. So he took me up, but and then it hurt for the whole fucking day. But I have to say, when I got used to being underwater, it was one of the most amazing experiences. You just get used to like the different depth perception.
Waterboarding. Are you describing waterboarding right now?
Well, I have.
Under the water, it was fine. It was great.
I have waterboarded someone, and he did ask to be waterboarded. So there's that. I wish I could find the footage. 2 people have the footage of that, and one I don't talk to anymore
because it's illegal.
One I'm not sure will ever give it to me.
You shouldn't have that footage.
Well, I don't think it's illegal if someone asks for it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, that's kind of true. I remember
We didn't just waterboard though. We went the whole hog. We stole a radiator from some Buddhist monk's house, and then we built a thing in my garden with a radiator on some desk legs. We ordered Guantanamo Bay orange jumpsuits. Put him in an orange jumpsuit, right?
Yeah, I like.
We ordered forensic suits.
Yeah,
and blue gloves. And we gaffer taped him to the radiator, and then we waterboarded.
All
we did was like a rag and a watering can, and it was like
that's what waterboarding is. Yeah,
we did something like there are different techniques. We did it something like 3 seconds on, like 5 seconds on, 3 off, 5 on, 3 off, and we did it like 5 times. It didn't seem like a lot, and then he was like, "Stop!" And we taped him off, got him inside, and he was just like he was shaking. We gave him rum. And he was like, it felt like he was dying.
Experience and half, it's crazy. I watched them. This was a couple of years ago. This is where Christopher Hitchens was working with Vanity Fair, and Christopher Hitchens got Christopher Hitchens got waterboarded by like fucking people from like the forces, and they gave him so they strapped him on a board,
right?
And they gave him weights
I've seen
on his hands,
and
great. They just let the weights go, and he literally lasted like 2-3 seconds. Then
it's weird. There's different techniques because he was flat, but you can angle the board down as well, so it's worse. You can there's all kinds of things you can do. One's with a rat. All we have is a flannel, right, and a pour of water and can. But you can put like a proper hood and a towel and have more of a hose. There are different levels to it.
Yeah. It's
all of this is scripted entertainment. YouTube that never happened. I never waterboarded anyone.
So are we talking about waterboarding or porn? I get confused between the two right now. I'm like,
I don't even know what
CIA torture tactics and pornography are the same to me, to be honest with you. It's like when they released that footage of those Iraqi soldiers being tortured, I was like, this should be on RedTube.
Well, like pissing on them and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, like 9/11 was the biggest like cut in my life.
Yeah, it's pissing on them and wiring them up to car batteries, right? And putting clan hoods.
Yeah, clan hoods on them, and car batteries, pissing, all sorts of like other.
Not the best way to advertise your war.
Yeah, we're here to liberate you, but before we do, can you plug this fucking battery to your nipples and let my fucking senior officer like masturbate in your bum or whatever?
Wild. I think they put that was on the front page of some newspapers.
What I liked, I say liked, bad word to use. What was interesting is where like some people came out in the defense was like, oh well, you know what, you don't know what it's like unless you're in that situation, you don't know how you're gonna react. But it's like I got a good moral compass. I think I know a psychopath.
Yeah, and if you've some countries don't care about the Geneva Convention. And listen, the West and the Five Eyes, US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, we are more moral, I guess, but we also do some really messed up shit as well. But in normal stuff, we normally don't take regular prisoners and fucking put car batteries to them. That's not okay.
Torture them and shit. We torture, but like not like as. I mean, but then again, what is a barbaric form of torture? Like we would say, oh, that's quite barbaric, but then. Torture.
Well, the Obama thing was they just called it enhanced interrogation, and and that's when they tortured the hell out of 16-year-old kids that were taken out of villages in Iraq and just called a terrorist. Yeah. And now they have to keep them in Guantanamo Bay, where they become more terrorist like. And why wouldn't you? But yeah, it was a bit odd that time. And then it turns out that torturing people doesn't help. It's not an episode of 24 where you go, there's a bomb, let's torture him, he's gonna tell us. No, you torture someone and then they just tell you whatever you want to know, so you stop torturing them. It's like, it's fucking Dave. It's Dave in this village there, go drone that,
go and do it.
Just saying stuff.
Yeah, is it like there we go. We've covered for long enough. They will tell you what the fuck you want to hear. Like even if they know the end results can be a bullet to the head, they be like, just give me the bullet to the head. This is whatever. I so did this. Boom. It's crazy.
So we've covered politics.
We've covered torture.
Done. We solved geopolitics in the first 45 minutes, or first 47 minutes of the last right.
Let me just take off my little box now, along with Tommy Chong's rule to life. Know when to shut the fuck up, which is good.
What's a Natterdays, Kevin? I don't know what that is. Am I being dumb? Or is it an American thing, or is it a gay thing?
It's Saturdays.
Either way. Yeah. It's true. That's true.
It's Saturday for like people who can't pronounce their S's.
This camera around for fun. Oh, that beer's going down nice now. Lovely.
Yeah, nice to the vodka then. I got a small glass because the glass I normally use is in the dishwasher, so I got to use like a much smaller glass. But obviously the vodka is poured out the same, and it's like
it's in your wife. It's in Keely.
I hope so. Is the glass in you? She's in the corner of the room. Like, is the glass in you? Did you sit on the glass? You said it was in the dishwasher. Oh God, woman.
At some point, it's kind of hack.
Yeah, she's Carl, you're right. She looks quite like guilty. Like I think she sat on the glass and like hit it in the JJ.
At some point, we've got to get you a pair of headphones because one, we can't have me blurting into your household, and two, it'll focus you.
Yeah, focus me. Everyone on podcast with headphones, and I just let the volume run free through the house. And
you can get a pair of headphones whenever you want.
I know. Yeah, Keely's like encouraging that shit. She's like, yeah.
I think she just okayed it.
Yeah, she's like, get a pair of headphones, bitch. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Maybe I should.
Cheap American beer that made a beer called Natterdays, natural light beer,
okay.
Like strawberry. Oh, okay. So it's like it's not like what do they call it? A hard seltzer. It is a beer, but it's like a flavored beer.
Yeah.
You tried a hard seltzer?
No.
So my mate got really into them a couple of Christmases ago, and I tried one about a year. It's basically like water, but it's strength of a beer. So you down a can of it. It's like water. You can get like lime flavor, watermelon flavor. It's like slightly flavored water, and then it's booze. It's good from that respect. But I did try a can of it last year. It's not for me, but it's less calories, and it tastes honestly. It's definitely giving you cancer, but it tastes like flavored water, and it's the strength of a beer. It's insane.
That's fucking nuts because you could just drink that on a hot summer's day, just check it down. Like,
oh yeah, you could have like 20 and then just be fucking wrecked
off your fucking tits. Like, yeah, that's cool. Imagine your kid, accidentally grabs a bottle of that or a can of that before school, thinking it's flavored water just because it looks the same, and just drinking all day in school, and they cause carnage, and then the school's on fire.
Oh yeah, if I was 16, 15, 16, it would be a crate of seltzer. That's it. That's what we're going down the park with. I remember once getting because we drank hooch, the alcoholic lemonade, and then one night though, a good party. A girlfriend of ours, her dad had just got a new office. She was a rich lass, and we went to this office. She had the alarm code. We all went in there. And we took a crate of Al-Cola, which is alcoholic cola, and we got fucking blasted on this. We were like 17, but then hours into it, we accidentally set off the security alarm and the police came, and then it was a whole deal. She had to explain to her dad why she had the keys and 20 friends around, boys trying to figure out what. But a crate of Al-Cola. I'll never forget that night.
Cola. Crazy fucking times. We had a guy at the end of our street years ago when we were kids. He used to make his own like home brandy, like cherry brandy and stuff. So my mother went out once, and my mother was like, "Oh yeah, you're old enough now, Jamie, to be civilized and like babysit for like your younger brother and sister. Not too much younger than me, but whatever." So anyway, we decided, me and my brother, to go down there with his friend. Oh, my mother wants a bottle of cherry brandy, please. I was like, "Yeah, okay." So he just give it to us. So we took it back, drunk 3/4 of it, filled it up with water, and took it back. And said, "Oh, she's not fussed on this one. What else have you got?" And then it was some other fucking type brandy. And then he took the same thing. And then literally 2 or 3 trips back before him, and it was all on tap as well, by the way. We were fucking absolutely wankered to a point whereby my mother come home from the pub, and I was in the toilet being sick. My brother was being sick on me. His friend was being sick on my brother's feet. It was just horrific. And she went on that guy's house and kicked his fucking door through and gave him a fucking pasting. What are you doing giving kids this fucking booze? But life experiences, Carl. It was fun.
Listen, I was first given booze by my uncle. He did kill himself in the end. Again, I hope my family's not watching. There we go. But yeah, it does happen. So Kelly said she drinks Bud Light Platinum.
Oh, I've heard of them Platinums.
So White Claw's a seltzer, isn't it? But so here's the thing about Americans, right? What the fuck are you doing drinking light beer? I know it's not all of you, but I went to Florida, right? And we ended up going to a house party, and everyone was doing beer pong, and they were doing it with Bud fucking Light. Yeah. We kicked the door in of this party, right? Now the English here, bitch.
Yeah.
Right. We kicked the door in. What's this? Bud Light. We said, fuck all this. We didn't even know these people, right? We just went in. Yeah. We had bottles of tequila, and we just turned Bud Light Pong into tequila pong.
Tequila pong,
and we just fucking, But it was actually a really fun game. We did all that stuff. But I think at one point I was sick all over the bathroom.
Well, that's the benefits of the Bud Light beer, I suppose.
Some American student tried to get in, and my friend Donkey kicked the door, which smashed her in the face, and then we threw friends in the pool. It was wild. And by the way, we had a serious job, and we were at a conference. We just gate crashed this place. But Bud Light Pong. What are you doing?
But I will say, Budweiser's okay, but I prefer Bud Light to Budweiser. If I'm honest with you, I don't drink it much, but I prefer Bud Light to Budweiser. It's more palatable. It goes down better.
It's more palatable because there's no booze in it. It's like 3%. I don't like the taste. I don't like the taste of Bud though. It's like
I'm not a big fan of it at all. Yeah, that's probably why I just prefer the drink. Like Coors. This is one thing I've always like. Coors Light. Okay, Coors Light is everywhere. Was there ever a Coors before Coors Light? Because even like the Dukes of Hazzard, it was the Dukes of Hazzard. That was his job, was to take like shit out of Coors. But it was, I'm sure it was Coors Light, or was it not?
There is a Coors for sure. I remember Coors for a while we used to have it over here, because now over here we get like Corona, for, like we don't get Bud Light, but Budweiser has always been over here.
Budweiser we get Bud Light, we get that Bud Light too. But Coors Light it's always Coors fucking like wherever you go. What was it? I tell you, another drink I like Miller. That's a good fucking drink.
Miller Light, I remember.
Yeah, that's a good drink, man. Miller Light.
I can't really remember. I can't remember a lot of that. We started on like Hofmeister, moved up to like Budvar.
Budvar, yeah. Budvar is like that's the it's from like Czech.
I tell you what, now I remember the name of these stubbies when I was 16. I remember going on holiday with my mum and she let me have some beers and it was Saint Etienne. It's like French stubbies.
French stubbies, yeah.
Stubbies.
They're like 24 bottles for like fucking £6.
And I got pissed on my own in my fucking room with my own TV. I thought I was balling.
You could smash the whole crate to yourself and be like okay. Like it was I remember like being when I was like at the I used to get booze before I was at the legal age, but obviously when you got ID, you just strut anyway, you just buy the cheapest booze you can get. And we go to like Asda and they would sell that 24 bottle. Yeah, it was like 24 bottles and stubbies like £6, and they were just like fucking great, man.
And they're all right as well. They're in like 3.5%. When you're young, they get you fucked up.
Mate, they're a nice fucking beer and keep them cold. They would never go warm. They were so small they couldn't go warm. You just chuck it down.
When I was a kid, you wouldn't get this. All the cans were stubbies. Like Budweiser was half the size, and all the cans were like that. And then the bottles were the little stubbies. But later on, they started, the 330ml bottle beers, like Stella or something now, and then these cans. They came along before I started drinking, really. But odd over time.
Yeah, I used to stand up at shops asking people to go. The best time of the year to do that was bonfire night. You say, "Oh, can I have give me a pack of fags, some booze, and some fireworks." You would always find that one guy who would say, "Well, okay, give me 2 cans, 3 fags, and a couple of fireworks out your stash, and then
3 what?
Fireworks." Yeah. Fags. I said fags, and I meant fags.
But he meant cigarettes. We can also say faggots because that's a snack here.
It's a meat, just to clarify for the American audience, we're cigarettes. We actually call them fags. Literally, we do. You can Google it on some shit, and that's what we call them. We weren't renting out like younger boys for sex to get people to go into like shops with cigarettes and alcohol. It happens sometimes, but we actually do call cigarettes fags. It's a common slang.
It's mainly because cigarettes are gay.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, like I haven't smoked cigarettes for a while. I'm on rollies I've been on rollies for quite some time. I think the last time I actually smoked cigarettes, Carl, is when we met up in Cardiff because they were convenient. And
that's why we had to sit outside in the cold.
Yeah, for a little bit. But I was rollies. I'd be just smoking in the house. But when you're out and about, having a drink in pubs and shit, and cigarettes are just easier, just to chow down your neck. But no, I'm not a big smoker by any shot of the term. It's just when I've had it in the night when I've had a smoke, maybe 1 or 2 in the day, just to take the edge off the pressures of life when the painkillers are wearing off and you can't have a drink because I don't know, it feels weird having a drink before 5 p.m.
You know how it goes. We'll have to have another night on the tiles at one point. Well, when we start raking the cash in, we'll have to get some money to send your kids away, and we can all go out on a bender.
Tell our kids, off you go.
Yeah, quite enjoy that. We'll have to. Yeah, I'll come around yours soon, and then at some point when it gets a bit warmer, maybe we'll have to go out for a pint.
Definitely, yeah. We can just do like a day drinking thing rather than the evening. Just start early and then, because that's when the arseholes come out in the evening.
Yeah. Well, then the family does too.
Yeah, meet early. Well, that's true. The fighters too, as well. It's always a benefit, I suppose.
Nice to look at, isn't it?
It is. It's all right. Like, I can look, but I can't touch. It's one of those things. It's
depends if you've got a van and a big net.
What we need is a masking tape and some tarpaulin and a shovel and some lime, just in case.
Pig mask, UV paint, a meat hook. Usual stuff to go out with.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit.
Hydrochloric acid in a vat to get rid of the body.
Yeah, that's all you fucking need, man. Or just take away, cut their fingers and shit off so they got no DNA under the fingernails. Just cut the fingers off. Well,
don't give away all the trade secrets.
Yeah, all the trade secrets. All the good. Speaking of meat hooks and shit, have you seen the trailer for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or Leatherface as it's called now, on Netflix?
Yeah, the LB Cigarette TQ Community. No, I haven't. Have they remade another one? They remade it again.
Netflix are releasing their own Leatherface. I don't know if it's a film or a TV program, but it kind of like what they've done. Do you know the new Halloween franchise now, where they brought back Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah.
Well, what they've done with this, they've done something similar.
I'm
with
listening.
I know you listen. Yeah, they brought back the original actress from the first film. Where remember the end where she was on the back of the truck and Leatherface was round swinging his chainsaw and she was like covered in blood and Well, she is
they've redone
in the
it.
new one, the original actress as well. So they've done that Jamie Lee Curtis thing, bringing her back or whatever. Trailer looks okay. Can we play the trailer on here now?
Probably not.
Probably
Okay,
not.
I just don't want the annoyance. We can, but I just don't want the annoyance of it. It's not a copyright strike you get because that's serious, but you get like, this is a copyright claim. And it's just
it looks like okay for a fucking rebooted. Like it looks like they've done it some form of justice, like rather than the shit films they made for the last couple of decades. Oh, shit, with like Matthew McConaughey, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Generations bollocks. But it's okay. It was all right.
Comes out on the 8th, Kevin said. So yeah, I'll look out for it. I don't mind. I enjoyed the first remake of the Halloween, but I heard the second part is awful, and then the third one is already pretty much in the can.
It's out coming out next year. This year, this Halloween. So yeah,
I did not the one just gone, but the Halloween, I guess 2020. I sat and watched that newer one, and I actually quite enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it was all right.
It went bad. I'm looking forward to watching the second one. I'm looking forward to watching the third one but I think we discussed it before. They're already in talks of doing another franchise, but based on other characters from the original films. So it's going to be like a fucking
Star Wars almost.
Loop.
Right? Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know. Maybe there'll be some good stuff in there, but it's like, fuck's sake, guys, why don't we invent a new horror guy, right? And there's been films that have done it, but obviously they haven't been. I mean, I like stuff like Pan's Labyrinth, which is really off. It's really like the Spanish Civil War, and then all the Guillermo del Toro like eyes on the hands and shit.
That was fucking freaky down that basement weirdy shit. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, create more. It's like this. The whole like debate now of James Bond now should be played by a transgender or whatever. But here's my take on it. Okay. Like that's great. Why didn't you keep it in the same world as James Bond, but come up with a different spy and a different story and create a different character? Go for it.
And I think they're going to do spin-offs, and I think they're going to do spin-offs, and I think they're going to do TV shows. I think the actress, I think the female, the female actress from the last film was quite good, and I think they might do a TV show with her. But I think because there's a licensing thing that's about to run out. And then they can do all this stuff. So I reckon in the next couple of years, you'll start to see 3 TV shows like Marvel. You see 2 different film franchise. And in one respect, it'll water it down. But in other respects, if you do it right, you can get some good stuff.
Oh, completely.
So I don't
know. I know a few people are like, oh, they're going to make them. No, I think just look at it from a different angle. Just do spin-offs, but create, like I say, in the same world as 007, but don't replace 007 with a woman or a black actor or a non-binary just for that reason alone. Just do it. Like, personally, myself, if anyone's going to do James Bond, I would say Idris Elba, perfect, because he's a fucking phenomenal actor. Have you seen Luther? He'll be a great James Bond. But don't just put people in specific roles for that reason alone.
I'd even say that he might be getting on a bit, though, to play Bond. He can probably do it.
Yeah, he
couldn't play him for like 10 years, which I think was what they'll want.
Yeah, but
he's great. Yeah, I'd like
credits. Not I'd just like to see black or whatever. You get on his own credit.
I'd like to see him like, in like even a TV series of it. Like he could be his own like 009 or whatever. Yeah, for sure. They
could spin off some franchise. Again, the next 007, right? For example, could be a black actor. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. But what the point being is, don't replace it with a woman and make him up to be Jane Bond 007. That's not going to work. Just do your own thing.
Yeah, I don't.
Storyline. Just go.
I think half of it. I don't think they ever would do that. I think half of it is just like there to create noise as well. I think there will be spin-offs.
Yeah, because how diluted is the shit going to get if you don't come up with new ideas for these characters anyway? If someone said, look, remember a couple of years ago there was a program called It was a program called Hit and Miss. Do you remember that? It was on Sky Atlantic years ago. It was a British program, and it was basically the premise of the story. It was only one season they done. It was fucking incredible. The premise of the story was there was this woman who lived in a farm with her kids, and she basically died of cancer, which is always a good start to any story. And these kids were without their father for a long time. Long story short, the father moved away. He became a woman and became like a hit person, a hitman working for like mafia and whatever. So she had to come back, fill the void where the mother died, get back into family life. But she obviously had a lot of baggage, being a hit woman, man, whatever. And it was a great fucking story, really good.
What's it called? Hit and Miss.
Hit and Miss. It was called. Yeah, it was so fucking good, really good. And do you know what? That was way before all this fucking extremism took over, and I thought, what a show! They didn't do a second season. I don't know why, but it was so fucking.
Maybe it does ring a bell. I put it in the phone notes, so at some point.
I would love to see another series of that, or another spin-off of that sort of thing, and that type of character, because the fucking storyline was incredible. And again, this was before it was all fucking. Oh, you got to be what it was fucking so unique and original. It was fucking absolutely insane.
Well, I don't. Yeah, it is annoying when stuff's done for that reason. But like the same thing is like we have got to adapt a little bit. Do you know what I mean? As people, it's like and I understand. I understand it. But I think there's room for it. Everything to be integrated, but it just in its own way. Like you said, you don't want Jane Bond, and if you're going to do it, make it someone else.
Just create a different, keep it in the same. By all means, you can make links in the universe to the same characters or whatever. Like if they want to do another Han Solo film and they create the female, no, don't do that. Create a different character, but link it to the same fucking. Make your own. You're gonna water down ideas. Creativity is gonna fucking go down the fucking piss edge.
That's the thing about my original point was we've got Jason Voorhees, you've got Freddy Krueger, and you've got Michael Myers, right? Where are the new modern horror icons? It's a remake, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe Pinhead from Hellraiser, right? But you've got those 4 or 5 characters. Now all there is remakes. So where's the new modern scary character?
Yeah. Well, the last one that I can think of, you mentioned Pan's Labyrinth, but that was a different creativity genre.
It was an indie film or low level film really as well.
But what about
very good though?
Scream, for example? Where's Craven come with fucking Scream, right?
Scream was great.
It was fucking hilarious, but it was
but that was brilliant, by the way. Even though it wasn't the TV show, which was a bit off, but the films were great. And I haven't seen the new one, which apparently is fun. Scream was good, but Scream was also a parody of those other horror films. That's exactly what it was about. Don't go outside, don't fuck because you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, as soon as you lose your virginity, you're gonna be fucked. And then
it is great. But where's the serious, scary? I guess they tried it.
We're the John Carpenters of the day, basically, and the Wes Cravens now. They're out there.
They tried to do it with Jeepers Creepers. I don't know if you remember that.
The first one was great.
This couple are driving, and then this weird van pulls up and starts ramming them, and then he turns into a fucking bird beast or something in the end. But it was a scare. The premise was good, and most of the film was really good. The end was a bit he's a fucking
corny as fuck. No eyes, and he was dead. But the second one with the kids in the school bus was there. The third one was okay.
I haven't seen any of the others.
It's piss poor. But the first one was a great fucking try, like you said, trying to revamp some form of old horror style shit back into the culture, and the first one worked. But
I want a new Voorhees, Myers, Kruger, right? They're the three, right? Where's the new one? Where's fucking Johnny Smith? And this is the way that he fucks people.
Yeah.
I guess they tried it with Saw as well, but I haven't seen any of the Saw movies. I haven't seen any of them.
I haven't. I've watched bits and pieces of the odd film they've made now and again.
But apparently they were just out and out torture. But it was the original Nightmare on Elm Street was brought up. It was dramatic, wasn't it? It was scary. So this maybe a guy stood by the bush. This maybe happened, and then his hand would come out between her legs in the bath and go down.
Yeah, and pull it down and shit. Yeah, it's there's a few things that have popped up over the years, but nothing's really fucking.
It's never quite got there. And there are modern stuff like Hereditary, which I liked. I really did like it until the end again. It's like, for fuck's sake, they always mess up the end. Horror films, right?
Yeah.
The last 15 minutes, like why?
Yeah, there's another film. Years ago when I was a kid, me and my brother used to rent this film quite often. It's a film called Mimic, and that was based in New York City.
Oh yeah.
A lot of it took place in the underground. That was fucking pretty good for a horror film. Mimic. That was really interesting. It was weird as shit, but it was a good film. I loved it as a kid. And me and my brother used to watch it quite frequently. It was one of those films. The video van would come around. We would just rent this couple of films quite frequently, and this one of them, Mimic. We just used to put it on, and that was okay. It was a good watch. Mimic.
So 1997, America. Oh, that's Quillam de Darlo as well.
It was weird as fuck, man. It was all, but the premise was like the main part of it took down in the New York underground and shit. It was a tidy film.
Oh fuck yeah. I remember the cover now. I'm gonna The thing is, even though I do these phone notes and they're all typed out well, it's going into them and finding them, because normally I look in here for comedy bits and it's like I'll just scroll past everything else.
Yeah.
So I got Hit and Miss, and I will go for Mimic. I must have seen it at the time, but I can't fucking remember shit.
Yeah, Hit and Miss. If you get a chance to watch that, it's a really good watch, and I gotta try and rewatch that soon because it's but they just didn't do another season, and it ends with up to a point where you think this is gonna be a good one, but maybe it's kind of good they left it where they did because it's perfect. Like.
Don't get weird. Oh, I kind of like this, but then it is a bit close, and I got to move. So there we go. We'll fucking stay here, won't we? We'll fucking stay here, won't we, man? I like the way that Napo didn't know what Scousers were earlier. Did you hear that? It's like Scousers. What are Scousers?
Fucking Scousers, you fucking prick, mate. I'll come over here and take your fucking mustache off. You
all about the fucking Scousers, you know. We're from Liverpool.
Fucking Liverpool,
obviously, he does know the Scousers because he knows John Lennon. Paul McCartney, you know, they were Scousers too, but they were like different.
Well, they tried to speak in a bit of like a posh language before
they were civilized. Lennon was a posh kid. McCartney wasn't a posh kid, but he got educated a little bit. They weren't like fucking this, you know, man.
Mate, this fucking love me fucking too, mate. Love me fucking too, mate. Let me fucking love you too now, you cunt, alright? You know what I'm fucking saying, mate?
Love me fucking too. You want to hold my fucking hand, man?
I give it all my fucking love, mate.
That's how they really sound.
That's how they sound, yeah.
Well, you know, I'm here for...
Mate!
I'm here...
Sergeant fucking Pepper's Lonely fucking House Clubs Band, mate. You know what I'm fucking saying, mate?
All I want, you know, is peace on earth, you know. And I'm gonna hit my foot. I'm gonna beat my wife to get it.
I'm gonna beat my and I'm gonna
now and again. I'm gonna all the people being smacked round the face by me for peace.
There's a great Keith Lemon parody of the Beatles, isn't it? It's John Lennon coming back from the dead. Have you seen this one? It's great. Keith Lemon does this bit of John Lennon coming back from the dead, and he's like for like one day, and he's walking around going proper scout shit, like, and he's like, "What's going on here now? I'm gonna see my Yoko. Yoko is me, it's John. I'm back from the dead.
Yo, where's Yo?"
He's like, he got my Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney, what's this bleeding frog song? What's he doing? What's the bleeding frog song?
Bum 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 bum.
Sketch.
I've got that on vinyl somewhere. That single of the frog song.
Just burn it, mate. Just burn it. Just throw it. Just. When you come down to stage, just give it to the Hank. Hank will fucking chew that up. It's
We'll figure it out. So all that stuff's at my mum's house. You know, she's got all my old records and shit when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters soundtrack. Do the Bartman from The Simpsons, the frog song. I've got Thriller, Michael Jackson on vinyl.
Yeah,
the original.
Kids.
Cause it's a thriller. I love Michael Jackson. He's a legend. He's a legend. What a talented man Michael Jackson was.
He used to like literally because he didn't play any instruments, but he used to like rock up to the studio, didn't he, and just say like, right, this is what I want, and he could do the.
He knew what he wanted, and he wrote the lyrics, but and he could fucking dance or singing it. Come on,
so Eddie Van Halen would be like, oh, "What are you after?" And Jackson would be like, "I got this idea," like and Eddie Van Halen would just be like, "Fucking," and Slash would be the same as well.
What I was thinking about was you play guitar like that, and I cuddle this boy. Are you a pedophile? That's ignorant. That's ignorant.
No, it's ignorant. That is.
My skin has a pigmentation disorder.
Yeah.
I'm black.
I'm black, but I want to be white like you guys. Hey, oh. I wonder what yeah. Hey, feed the world, make it a better place. You and
I'm gonna get done. The Jackson noise are gonna come after us for this.
Like, I always had this theory because it is one part of the song where he bends down his knees while the trees are burning, and he goes, like he's either like knelt on broken glass, or some young kids give him a great blowjob.
So I remember the Brits '96 where Oasis were hammered and they went up, but also while Jackson came out and mimed Earth Song, Jarvis Cocker went up and mooned him, and Jarvis Cocker got arrested for that, for going on stage and mooning him at the award ceremony.
It's crazy, it's insane,
I think they asked Noel Gallagher later. He goes, "What did you think about that?" He goes, "He's coming out here dressed like Jesus after what's all gone on, and I think we know what we're talking about."
Yeah,
I did that in an interview.
Yeah, is that the same one where Michael Hutchins gave Oasis an award, and then Noel Gallagher took it from him and said, "This is from the has-beens to the gonna-bees."
Yeah, has-been shouldn't be given awards to gonna-bees, and then he killed himself.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Hutchins was like, "What the fuck?" Like, bear in mind, Michael Hutchins is one of the coolest fucking rock stars to me on the planet. I love him, but yeah, that was so arrogant and ignorant, but also kind of fucking cool as fuck at the same time. It was like, okay,
they were hammered. They were hammered the whole show. Oh, here we go.
They were.
Bring this up. This is
bring that up for me, Jamie.
Okay, Jamie. Here we go. There we go. So this is how insane it was. So Jackson come out and does Earth Song live in '96. So I remember this. I watched this live on TV.
Yeah, I've seen
Jarvis Cocker from Pulp. That's all he did. He jumped on stage, didn't pull his ass out, and just
pretended to move, because
he stuck his ass up at Michael Jackson and got arrested for it. But that was it. Look, he had kids running around him and hugging him. Look.
Yeah.
And by this point,
what did that Noel Gallagher say again to him? What did he say?
So it was an interview with Chris Evans on TFI Friday, and it's like, "What did you think about Earth Song?" And he went, "For him to come out here dressed like Jesus after what's all gone on, and I think we know what we're talking about." wild times, but you need truth sayers. Even there was a good Hugo Boss Awards a few years ago. Russell Brand got up, and he got up and started talking about Hugo Boss making the Nazi outfits, and they were like, "Get him off stage! Get him off stage!"
Yeah, but it happened though. It's don't deny your history, because if it was us, we'd capitalize on that, wouldn't we? But like, we did.
Funny, man. It's just funny. If I made the Nazi outfits, you know what? I'll go, I made a bit of a mistake back there, but this nostalgic, buy this nostalgic swastika cake.
Yeah.
$10.99. Monetize it.
Monitor. I like the way I suppose this is like on topic to what we discussed now. Ricky Gervais has got like a new stamp special coming out, and Ricky Gervais's advertisement for it is, they're like, "Oh, what are you looking to do in your new special?" He said, "I'm looking to get cancelled." Like he said, I want to literally push the boundaries so much where they say, "Fuck it, cancel me, who cares, whatever." And you know what? With Ricky Gervais is that thing of like, you think he does. I believe him, but he does seem to be like uncancelable. He's just like,
of course it's because he has about £100 million in the bank. Of course he does.
Yeah, Oh yeah, there's that.
You can't cancel it. You can't cancel a rich person.
No, but I think what the point being is, like, he's he is always in the limelight when he's got a project coming out. But other than that, you don't fucking see or hear from him. He just doesn't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
But like, if you go back to the original Office now, there's stuff in there that would be like, now you wouldn't get it on TV. You would not.
Yeah,
get it
you
on
couldn't
TV.
do it. Yeah, but
the stuff about the black cock, that whole fucking thing. It's like, this is given into the myth that black men have big penises, and he's like, Gareth's there going, well, I know, I could show you some magazines.
Yeah. I gotta rewatch The Office and Extras just because
Extras is one of my favorites because what he used to do was 2 seasons and a Christmas special, but the Christmas special of Extras is phenomenal. We get George Michael coming out of a bush, like, going, "What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he's trying to get into the Ivy, and Gordon Ramsay's there. He's like, "Gordon, get me in with you." He goes, "Can't." It's like, "Can't or won't." Won't. He's like, "Look at you fat failed footballing fuck. Who cooks anyway? Girls, gays, and the French. You're well hard."
Yeah, I got to rewatch. I remember as you're saying it now, but yeah, it's fucking hilarious. He's like, he didn't give a fuck back then, but like it's like.
Well, the original time I saw him was on a show called the 11 O'Clock Show. It's hosted by an American called Katie Puckrick, and that's where Ali G started.
Right.
And then Ricky Gervais had like a piece to camera every week. It's like 4 or 5 minutes, and he would just walk. This was like 2 years before The Office, and he'd just walk to camera, and he'd just be talking about the disabled, and it'd be like, I don't know, if you're just mental or fully raspberried up.
Yeah.
He'd be doing that on like prime time Channel 4 at like 10 p.m. Like, you just couldn't do that.
Fuck, like, yeah. Well, he probably could. You just wouldn't last long, or you wouldn't make it to that sort of like mainstream.
I don't even think anyone on traditional television would even let you do it.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't want to watch.
They just go, nope.
Yeah, but terrestrial TV is probably dying anyway. Like,
it is dead. It is dead. But I did see they brought BBC Three back, which might be a good thing because
the BBC back in physical format now, is it?
I think they brought it back because years ago it used to be good for comedy pilots, so they would have like a random comedy show. Right, it would be one episode, and it would be some of those guys from like Early Doors or The Smoking Room or something. But it would be like 45 minutes. It was really fun. It's like, oh, that's a really good show. It's experimental. It didn't quite make a series, but it's good. And then he just canned it, and then the BBC went awful. As soon as the BBC got rid of the rapists and paedophiles, it got shit.
Yeah, it did. It got really bad, didn't it?
I think in employing rapists at the BBC gave it an edge. And then they made shows like The Office and Legal Gentlemen and all that stuff, like good TV.
People willing to turn a blind eye to certain things, like at the expense of a child's emotional state of mind. But it made good TV.
Yeah, you clean up the place. You give in to Me Too, and then all of a sudden you're making shit.
You're all pussies, you're all pussies. But on the other hand, though, like BBC Three did stay alive online. It was always there. It's on like BBC iPlayer right now. So
maybe it came back, or maybe they funded it more. I saw
it literally BBC Three, like, because BBC Three went back. It sort of stayed like an online streaming thing anyway. Like,
but did they keep? Did they keep? I don't think it is what it was, and because where's the TV comedy? There's no comedy on TV.
No, it's fucking shit.
Mrs. Brown's Boys is Britain's flagship show, right?
Yeah, and it's piss poor. I've attempted to watch it. I think a couple of years ago I attempted to watch it, and then it failed.
My family my mum and dad love it. They're like, ha ha.
Yeah, but Christmas time it came on again, another Christmas special of Mrs. Brown's Boys, and I was just like, 2 minutes of it was just, this is fucking shit.
What it is, do you remember in Extras, Andy Millman gets a script with the BBC, but they interfere with the script too much and they make it into When the Whistle Blows, and he turns into a catchphrase comic? You're having a laugh. I'm having a laugh.
You're a laugh.
That's what Mrs. Brown Boys is. It's like a weird interference.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? And it is working because it's popular. So it worked. It sold. It made them a lot of money. But it's not good comedy and it doesn't last.
No, but if we could have, like, if for example, now we wrote something and they're like, oh, we'll do this. Naturally, you say, I'll take that. But I would like to think I would just do it, take the money, sell out for a bit, and then just take the money and do your own thing going forward.
Where are the comedies, though? It's like you had Legal Gentlemen. Throughout the whole of history, even stuff like Only Fools and Horses, The Young Ones, Bottom,
Yeah.
Legal Gentleman in the Office.
Even Little Britain,
None
for
of that
example, was a bit,
Little
whatever.
Britain. None of that would get on the air now, right? The Fast Show, all of that stuff, and now it's like what? Nothing. There's just nothing.
Yeah, even Mock the Week's watered down now. It's fucking
panel shows, yeah, but but I mean, like a good comedy, like whether it's sketch or like
I know what you mean, yeah.
sitcom, where there's nothing.
No.
What Miranda was your best effort in the last 20 years?
Like my as a kid, I used to love watching Hale and Pace.
Helen Pace, Smith and Jones, the Mary Whitehouse Experience.
Yeah, I used to love watching Baddiel and Skinner Unplanned as well.
So the Mary Whitehouse Experience. The Mary Whitehouse Experience was Baddiel and Skinner and Punt and Dennis, right? It's a 4, and then they split and became Baddiel and Skinner. And Punt and Dennis.
Of course,
But Baddiel and Skinner were great. Like I had their VHS of Baddiel and Skinner live at Wembley Stadium or Wembley Arena or something.
Class.
It's just like Ray, the sarcastic guy. Like everything he said was sarcastic. It's like, oh well, that's a really good birthday cake. But just the way they set this stuff up was just so funny. But now it's like, ugh.
Yeah, there was a few fucking others as well, which were really fucking great. Complete fucking mind blank now. But yeah, like usually they're on like Sunday, like
BBC Two, 9 o'clock on a Sunday or a Thursday or a Wednesday.
Good stuff.
Or a Monday,
really fucking stuff, yeah.
And it's just the creativity, and it's just like now, if it's going to be comedy, you've got to have a disabled kid who's probably Asian in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
he's got to be the hero. He's got to do the punchlines. Like, let's just make comedy.
Yeah, let's just make jokes, motherfucker. Oh, it's loads of shit used to watch the fucking kid. It's just a fucking I got a complete fucking mind blank after fucking.
But British comedy is like, it's popular in the US, and it's like they love it, the good stuff.
Yeah,
but it's just there's been a dearth of it. Maybe there is some good stuff somewhere, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Because back then you only had like 4 or 5 channels. You didn't really have Sky or whatnot. But you would go, BBC Two at 9 o'clock on a Wednesday is this. The Office is on, and that's what we're watching.
Call back.
Keep pointing at the screen. Need to point at the camera. Go and get your booze, and then I'm going to do mine.
Brett Brock. Quick pee and a booze run.
We get it. We could tweet at Brock. And harass Brock. Oh, let's take a look at Brock's. He did Mandalorian or Boba Fett or whatever the fuck last night, which I hung out on his stream on. To go and support Brett Brock at Husky Boyo. I'm going to try and bring this up here in a second. It's great to hang out on his Twitch stream. All the usual psychopaths are in there. You know what we're talking about. God, my Twitter is being ridiculous right now. There we go. Really, when I move, my goodness, I've got to sort out my whole internet. Brock. There we go. He doesn't do tattoos. I'm going to make him design me a tattoo. He did it for someone. Let's just have a look. There we go. Let's bring this up here. Let's bring this in. Let's look at Brock. Let's look at what Brock did. Look at this. Mandalorian with Baby Yoda. He looks like he's been punched in the face. But he does these things recently. He's been doing these scratch boards, which is for not use a wire brush to scratch all this out and then touch up. It's absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, I can barely draw. Give that a retweet. Can barely draw a circle. We love a bit of Brock, so there we go. Admire that for a little while. Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights he tends to do stream now. For us it's night. I guess it's for you it's like middle of the afternoon, 3-4 p.m. Take a look out on Husky Boyo on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram, and you will find all the links. Never will I not advertise the Husky Boyo himself, the Brett Brock himself. Subscribe to his Twitch, support him. He gets like $2.50, which he gets taxed on. But just subscribe. The more people he gets, he needs to earn money and monetize this, and he does work. But personally, he's only trying out Twitch. But I think we should encourage him to do it. Just to watch someone sit down and do that for 2 or 3 hours while drinking and talking to people is out fucking rageous. So yeah, we all know Brett here, and it's a absolute pleasure to talk to him, of course, on the Polyphon first, and now We're buddies, man. All the way from Nashville. That's right, from Tennessee. I draw, I drink. Please don't be a dick, or something. He's probably racist, but with he's not. He's a nice guy. We're thinking of doing like an episode called "Who the Fuck is Brett Brock," and me and Jamie will draw. We won't do it like a Twitch thing because we're not letting you see what we do, but throughout an episode, maybe we'll get Brett on for it. And we're all going to draw something or each other as the episode goes on over like 2-3 hours. And then at the end, we got to show it. And does that sound like a good idea? I think it's a good idea. And of course, it was mine because I'm the ideas man. Who the fuck is Brett Brock? I think needs to happen. I'm in. Let us know if you're in or out of that idea. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter because, I'm starting to need a wee. So we're going to need Jamie back soon. There we go. We'll get rid of this. Now. We'll let Jamie. Jamie got in hammered from the pub last night and just started commenting about Hitler on Brock's stream. You know, being offensive for no reason. I think it's disgusting, that kind of language, and I would never support it or platform anyone with such foul. In fact, deplatform Jamie Dykes should be the new thing that people do. But there's been too much about that recently. I don't think anyone should be deplatformed. I think the head dragon of the KKK should have a podcast. It's like, and if he does good numbers, then that's just a reflection of society, you know. It's just a reflection of society. His CIA plant working with Ken Harrison, a joint FBI CIA project. Who's this, Brock? Yeah, probably. They're all in it together. I don't trust any of them personally. You know, you gotta keep them close. Friends or enemies, you know, keep them close for a while. Just check them out, see what's going on, and then we'll draw the lines in the sand eventually. Well, this has been far too long for me to be rambling at you. I need to have things to talk about because I could talk about anything. Would you want to talk about space or cheese or the Swedes as a nation? I've been to Sweden. Very nice place. Less blondes than you would think. A lot of brunettes and all very friendly. Yep. Okay. If that's the Swedes, then yeah. If it's something else, I missed it. Always very nice. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Finns right now because I went to Finland in October. I have a Finnish friend. She's awesome. And I'll be going back to Finland. I don't fucking know. The plans keep changing, but I'll be back there this year for sure to have a sauna, as a human would say it, and to stay in a hotel, or as they would say, stay in a hotel. We go to sauna. But it's kind of, you get used to it. It's kind of musical by the end. Sauna. Very nice. And I've never been as relaxed as I was when I got out of the sauna for the first time. After 2 hours of like sauna sea, like cold ocean, sauna, break, sauna, sea. Phenomenal. Never been as relaxed as my life. So I immediately downloaded their equivalent of Uber Eats and ordered a massive pizza from my hotel room, got some beers in, and then went to the pub where I guess beers are like equivalent of $13-14 a beer in Finland. That's the one thing that's expensive is booze. But I just had a nice Sunday evening out, pounding the beer. And nice time. I'm definitely going to go back. I found it very relaxing. The whole city was chilled. It's weird to have a city full of everyone's fairly equally affluent. There's no homeless people there. It's insane. It's like what you've made a society work, and you're spending money on your society rather than, war or bullshit. It's just everything. Transport works. Everything's clean. There's no litter. Everyone's very nice. It's just, even for me, it's just a different world. Helsinki was one of the most awesome places I've ever been, and I will be back. I will go back for sure. I could see myself. I could technically go and stay out there for a few months if I want to. I think they've got a bit of a comedy scene as well, but I'm not sure then you've got to have English nights, and I'm not sure how many of those there are. But Amsterdam's good for that. I could go to Amsterdam for a while, or Berlin. But Helsinki is, I need to make the most of having these countries on my doorstep, because if you're in the States, probably it's a 3-hour flight, right? So you crossing the equivalent of 2 or 3 states to get there, and that's Russia. St. Petersburg is just some miles away from Helsinki, so it's the other end. So all of Europe in between the UK and there, it's so fucking close. It's 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and then you're at the other end of it. And then 20 countries, something like that, in the way. I don't know. I haven't got a map in front of me. Oh, Jamie. In fact, if we do that, that'll his household people listen to me. Jamie, are you having a poo? Where are you? It's better if I send that, and then we'll find out. We'll get some information about what's going on with the Dykes, and I don't mean the lesbians. I mean Jamie. So there we go. The longer I'm just sat here, the longer I'll just start revealing secrets. I wasn't trying to snort coke. I was trying to stop myself from sneezing at that point. Dallas is 3 hours from Oklahoma City. So if I fly, talk about flying though, if I can drive across the UK in 3 hours, right, across and then up. I can drive to Scotland in 6 or 7 hours, but I can fly to wherever. What have you been doing?
Bumming sheep.
You have a shit.
Bumming sheep. I'd give the dog water, give him a treat, spend time with the dog because he was all over my fucking ass, and I was like, okay, I get 2 drinks, a vodka and a drink, and then my turn.
Okay. I've needed a piss for ages. You're going to have to hold the fort, and I'll be quick though. I'll be 1 minute.
Right. No racism. No anti-Semitism. No racism. Okay, go. I got this. I can be good. Right. Don't say the N-word or anything bad about Jewish people. I got this. I'm good. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Yes. What the fuck was Carl talking about? Or he was, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Going to the States again, probably. Who knows? I'd have been fucking States. I've never been to the States, but I want to go to the States, though. I wanted to go to New York specifically for years because I had this huge obsession with the Actors Studio. I always wanted to go there just to see it, to visit it, because obviously a lot of fucking great actors from there, Pacino, De Niro, some of the big boys, they've all been to the Actors Studio, but it just looks like a great fucking bit of town to go and see, a bit of history there as well. The Marlon Brando roots, which would be cool. But that's just to name a few fucking places in New York as well. Obviously, the dog can come onto the mainland as well from Long Island. Come down. We'll meet someone in a shit dive bar and just have a couple of drinks and just fucking chillax to the max. But no, Christmas in New York though does look fucking. It looks fucking really magical, and I don't think is that expensive either for UK to New York for a long weekend. I've seen a couple of deals over the years. It's less than $1,000 for a family of 4 for flights to and from for a long weekend with accommodation. But I don't know. I have no idea what hotels are going to be like. I don't know if they have pools there because you need a swimming pool to keep the fucking kids entertained and sweat out the hangover and shit. So yeah, maybe 2022. It's a marginal possibility that I might get in New York end of this year. Is New York better in the? I can't see New York being great in the summer because it's fucking concrete jungle. I can just imagine it being really swelteringly fucking sweaty and hot. But so wintertime, yeah, it'll be cold definitely. But I can see it having some more appeal than in the summer. So definitely something me, the wife, and the kids want to do is come to New York. So I don't know, maybe just before Christmas this year, we might jump on a little plane and fly over and stay there for some time and see what happens in the Big Apple and all that bollocks. But yeah. Or is there any other parts of the States that might be a little bit cheaper and more? I can be for. So I don't know. Let us know. Hook me up, please, people, my American friends. But if I'm gonna go somewhere in the winter, I want to go. I don't want to go anywhere with this hot or heat in there. I want to. I'm a sucker for Christmas. I like the Christmas experience. I want the cold weather, the Christmas trees. I like all that shit. So New York is the place I want to be for Christmas, Carl. That's the point I was making. Love it. Carl's on mute. He's on mute.
Oh, that's lucky because I was just saying the N. I was singing the N word.
Good. Yeah.
And the N. I'll say the N. Do you want me to say the N word? New York, big city, dreams, New York.
Yeah.
This beer is so cold. You accidentally put a couple of beers in the freezer. This beer is so cold. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Baby. That's a good thing. It's not a bad thing.
I love a freezer beer.
Gotta be done. But just before, but there's a length of time. There's a fine line between like cold beer and like ice. Do you know, like you leave in the freezer for too long and you open the can and nothing happens. And
but this is at about 2 hours. And it's
that's good.
Perfect.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bit. Let me just shut this door a second. Bear with me. Please hold.
We go for another 5 minutes now. Fucking queer. What a queer. 5 minutes he'll be gone. Oh my god, guys. I can't believe I have to work with this.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Done.
Shit. Oh, fuck. What I did while you were gone, actually, let's just bring this up because I didn't see quite the end.
Oh, I saw that earlier. It's what a fucking sketch.
Yeah.
Rep Rock.
And what I love sitting in there. What I do with him, I chuck him on and chuck him in the background. Then every now and then I intervene or read the chat. It's nice.
Yeah. He's because the other day Katie said, oh, I wonder how much you would charge to draw a picture of me like a French girl. I said, I don't fucking know. We'll find out. So I was showing her different bits of his art. I see he got different styles. He's unique. He can do his different fucking things. So I think point being is, Brett, Katie wants to know, maybe in the future, if she sends you a sketch or a picture of her doing whatever the fuck she's doing, finger blasting herself, how much would you charge to draw a sketch?
Well, you asked that in the chat. Not last night when you were just talking about Hitler when there was a German guy in there. But there was...
Rewind.
You were... when you were drunk texting Brett, but
texting, but what was it?
I think on the Monday's night when you said Keely, the wife in brackets.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he knows. Brett will do it. But give him a few quid because he's going to send us our stuff for free, right? So what I'm going to do,
haven't you? Yeah.
When it comes here, I'm going to frame it and it's going behind me the Brock sketch, right? And I want to collect little.
Yeah.
I want to collect little knickknacks from Napo when we eventually get some Brock and other people that we speak to that might want to send us stuff, and we'll have. Yeah. I want to have a little knickknack behind me,
Yeah, like a religious shrine. Yeah. No. Any artwork I think I want done. I'd see how much he charges for his time and postage, and then get it done. I got a few ideas, like sketches I would love to have done, and I think he'd be the guy to do it. So I'm gonna see how much he charges, and figure that out at a later date, and then go from there. Really.
Well, he'll give us mates rates, right?
Pay him for his art, mates rates. Yeah, he said yesterday in the pod, didn't he? He said he says sorry, it's in the background. I've just forgotten to do it. I did say how much do you want for postage, and he said it's going to be like $4. So he says fucking the time it takes us to fucking send the dosh and whatever. He says fucking pointless. So we'll rack him a couple of beers. We'll get together. We'll send him and the dog some shit. Is it?
Yeah, I want to send. Because he likes his bit. I want to find a local Nashville beer place and send him a load of beers.
Well. Let me know. We'll figure that out because what we'll do a 50-50 on that. We'll split.
Let's figure out when I come around and we do the in-person stuff, and we'll figure out a gift for Brock.
Yeah, we'll do one for the Brock man, and we'll do one for the dog. We'll figure out what's going to be good for the dog. We'll figure something out.
Well, the dog needs lube. He needs a snow shovel, and
yeah,
he wants to learn archery, but make the target Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, pop around. We'll discuss this in person. We'll figure out.
These fucking guys. These fucking guys.
Yeah.
I give them opportunity.
You're gonna come on to like an in-person gig, and I'm literally we're just gonna be flat on credit cards, just buying random shit, and it's gonna be like fucking like a month later, you brought this. You owe. What do we buy?
When we visit him, the credit card might go missing. It'll be like Nashville, $1,000. Hilton.
Who? What now, motherfucker? Yeah, that's what it'd be like. Yeah. Speaking of archery, hold the line. Yeah.
You've been bow and arrowing.
That's for Joe Rogan, baby. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? That's cool. It's my seems guns are illegal in this country unless you got a really special license, because we're not dicks and you can't get one just go to the spa to get a bottle of vodka. This is my Kyle Rittenhouse illegal thing to kill people.
When it comes to it, this is how we kill the lefties, right?
Yeah, this is how we kill.
It's a joke. YouTube. That's a scripted joke. But it be poke.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's exactly what this is. So if there's ever a riot in my local town, I'm gonna rock up with this and just throw it through someone's neck and just say, "Oh, I didn't kill him. It wasn't murder. Carl Rittenhouse done it, so it's fine."
Yeah, I fancy. Well, he was chased with guns. To be fair, I do think that I want to get a crossbow. That's my weapon of choice. The crossbow.
Yeah. But if you turn up with a military fucking style rifle, then expect to get chased with guns because people feel threatened. It's just my take on it. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't fire first, though, did he?
Well, that's potato tomato. Who knows?
Or Gabby potato. Did the boyfriend do it? Was she just crazy?
Yeah,
and just drove him to hitting her. I don't know.
Well, that does happen naturally. It does happen where bitches make men crazy and they go fucking ape shit and whatever.
You ever been in a relationship and someone just sat there pushing the buttons for days, weeks, months? Yeah. You're like, okay, and one day they push the big button, and it's like, well, now I've snapped, and now I'm the problem.
Yeah. What I've done, and the only relationship I've ever been in that with was Keely, right? And what's happened is I end up punching doors and walls and stuff, and it's like, oh, here we go, yeah, he does again, kick it off. I'm like, well, it's better than the door than your face, bitch. It's like, oh yeah, but this door's gonna cost whatever.
Yeah,
you lay your finger on it. Yeah, I've
now you spit on it. Now you spit on her and call her a cunt, and now you're the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So so she would rather me punch a door. She would rather me spit in her and beat her than punch a wall or a door. It's
madness.
You backward bitch. Fucking crazy. But yeah, she's not a manipulative fucking in your ear when it was psycho. But it's like when bitches be bitches and they just fucking they want to let something go and everyone had a few drinks. It's like, yeah. So there's a hole in the door, a hole in the wall, or even pane of glass the downstairs toilet goes bang because I put
gravity
to it. But there we go.
Gravity becomes a problem. Like things that you pick up, and they get put down a little bit heavier. Are you okay? I'm fine. I am fine.
I'm fine. Let me tell
Door
you.
Slam.
Yeah. They do their shit, and then you break something, and they're like, oh, that's the last time that will ever happen in this house. It's like, oh, okay, so maybe next time you your jaw, it's like, I'd rather in my jaw because I am going to explain to people why I've got to pay X amount of fucking new window. Fucking get over yourself. Exactly, but yeah, apart from that though, everything's good. That was years ago. we're not advocating domestic violence. However, if you feel like punching if you misses a dick, then give it a slap.
No, I'm just saying you got to stand up for yourself, is all.
Completely fucking agree. Completely agree. And also as well, it's like when you see like on Facebook is like usually it's women like, oh my god, I've been with this guy now for 3 months. He's no different to my last 10 exes. He's hit me too. It's like, well, maybe the problem is you, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. You've been with X amount of men over the last couple of years, and you've had a slap of all of them. Maybe you are the problem. Maybe you need to learn when to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that this whole thing is going to be a problem when it gets clipped. The whole thing, we're going to be in trouble.
Well, someone got to speak out, Carl, because as I said to Stanhope, the white middle-aged male is being like suppressed.
Is that way when you misunderstood his bit and then he said it back? He goes, "No, that's not what I was talking about."
That's racist.
You're like, come on, the middle-aged.
Yeah, that was good. That was I like the way he picked up. He said you made that into a race issue, and it was. I love that fucking bit of his though. 60 inches of AIDS was beautiful.
It is good. It's all good. I need to get on a bit of a rewatch actually. Yeah, I want to watch. I don't watch comedy that often, but then I want to. Well, not special stuff, but then I want to dig into some. I listened to a good chunk of Dumb It Down for the Masses the other week, and I loved it. But I just got halfway through, and I just forgot because I'm just doing so much stuff. But
beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And we will. I promise you, we will climb the Andros Mountain. The Andros Mountain will be climbed. That will occur, but bit by bit up the pyramid, eh? Here we go.
Hell yes.
Oh, the privilege you have. You would send Brett Brock 20 every mouth you're fucking spelling, dude. For the rest of my life, if you get him to draw me naked with a Brit in my hand, well, offer him money. You know, you got to work hard and offer him money, and he'll do it. It's not a privilege. Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him, and we're friends now, ultimately, which is nice. But yeah, we can probably get him to draw us again. But we'll be paying him. We'll be paying him. We don't want to mock the Brock, mock the Brock and his horse cock.
Hey, check your Facebook. The dog just tagged us in a post. Oh, it's half hour ago. He said, "This pic is epic." Tagged you and me in there, and it's one of the pics of Stanhope on his podcast on the day of the podathon, and we're just all in the background. You, me, the dog, and who else is that? Oggy. Oh yeah, Oggy Smith.
Oh, that's it. That's the Patreon thing that I sent you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you sent me. Yeah, it's fucking absolutely incredible because we're in the background and fucking. Is that who's he talking to? I know Tracy's there.
I can't remember. Is it Derek? Or it's one of the regulars he has on there. Because I listened to that episode.
Yeah, it's I need to listen. Yeah, and I gotta say, Tracy's.
Well, I can probably sort some of this Patreon audio out for you. We can't see it on there, but I can probably sort some of it out for you.
Tracy got this really hot pout going on, and it's just incredible.
Listen. During the original pandemic part, when I used to watch all the Patreon videos, Tracy's hot, dude.
Tracy is fucking smoking. Tracy is hot as shit.
And can drink, right? And knows how to make every drink.
And knows how to make a drink, man. Yeah. I honestly know. She is like, you hear her voice, she's like, oh yeah, she sounds fucking cool. But she is a beautiful woman. She is like fine fucking wine. She's class.
Yeah.
And then I basically told Stanhope to shut the fuck up. Not so many words, but I want to listen to Tracy's perspective.
He disagreed about B-Days and everyone else agreed.
Yeah, and so I politely told him to be quiet. I want to listen to Tracy's view on this, and because her voice is really soothing, and Chady's a very lucky man. He's
I'm telling you that B-Days are worth it. It was when I was in Finland. I remember now. I stayed in a really nice hotel for once, right? And they had a hose one, so it's like a separate attachment, but you squeeze it and the pressure is real high. Let me tell you this, that went straight up there every day, and it's glorious. You're clean, right up there.
Yeah, because I never I knew what they were, but it wasn't until like the way Brett Erickson was like.
And she went to say merch shop, I assume. Yeah.
grabbing them. I was like, oh, fucking, I need a bidet. I keep saying bidet, and Kitty's like, it's a bidet. I was like, it's bidet. She's like, you American fucking
bidet. No one.
Bidet,
That's got to be a Welsh thing. That's stupid.
Bidet.
That's stupid. It's a bidet.
It's a bidet, bitch.
Well, we might say bid. They were taking the piss out of us saying bidet when they go bidet.
Oh
bidet,
yeah,
bidet.
so, that's right. Katie said that's what it was. I do apologize, Katie. She said bidet, and I said bidet, and she no bidet.
It's because the Americans were correcting us, but we're right.
Yeah,
it's bidet.
Yeah, it's bidet. Yeah, but on the podcast,
this is when I got confused.
I remember saying bidet at one point or two. I remember now saying bidet, but Katie's right. Yeah, we say the Yanks say bidet. It's a bidet, and I said bidet on the podcast like a dick because I was. 30 odd hours in, or whatever it was. I was drunk, but that's by the by. Who cares about time and linguistic articulation, motherfuckers? But yeah. Point being is Tracy is fucking hot. So yeah.
Well, let's not disrespect people too much, but it's a
that's a compliment, brother. She's like I said, she knows how to make a drink a drink, and she is like.
Drug a drink.
Yeah. Drug a drink. Yeah.
And Rites runs a tight merch shop. Apsa. Fucking lootly. We've been going nearly 2 hours. We've been doing pretty well. I'm not even off the beer. I think I've got one more beer, and then I got a little bit of whiskey. So I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some whiskey, Carl. Do you know what? I brought excuse me. I got coke throat. Cum throat or coke throat is all the same. What did I do? What the fuck did I do? What was I saying? Oh, yeah.
What did I do now?
Yeah, what happened? I literally lost train of thought again completely.
Whiskey, you're going to buy some whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I bought a bottle of Jameson's like 2 weeks ago, and do you know what? After drinking Buffalo Trace, it ain't nah. Buffalo Trace is the boy.
Well, yeah, it's bourbon to Irish whiskey, which is different anyway. But Buffalo
Trace hits the spot where Jameson's was my drink of choice. Of course, you got a bottle there because you had a pig and you had a beautiful pig.
What a fucking thing of beauty this is!
It is. I'm gonna order a bottle now just for a laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, point being is Buffalo Trace is for the price what you pay for like Jameson's is just like,
and it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Incredible.
It's like 18 to 24 tops, and it is it's so smooth. Like I said, when I was a kid, all the way through my 20s, I'd drink JD. But I can't even touch JD now. It's rank.
Everyone does, brother.
Oh man. But this stuff is so smooth. Like I said, I like to fill a glass of ice and chuck some of that shit. I've run out of ice, and they didn't have any tonight, so I've got a squirt of water in it, so it's not quite the same. But a big glass of ice and some Buffalo Trace, just tip it in there. I fucking love
there you go. Do I pay £18 or get it for £19? I obviously get it for fucking. Oh shit! Hang on. Oh motherfuckers! Hang on. Yeah, you listen to this on Amazon now. Okay, £17.99 for 37.5 centiliters for 18 quid, right? Or 19 quid for 70 centiliters. Who the fuck are these people selling? What the fuck are they doing? What a bunch of cunts. But I gotta go looking for that. So yeah, fuck it. Let's just do this. What a bunch of knobheads. I hope they dive AIDS.
I hope they do too. But yeah, Buffalo Trace is so fucking good. I wonder what we'll end up drinking when we come round. Because part of me, obviously we've got the Trace, and obviously we've got body or whatnot, or Santa cocktails, a beer. We can bring all that around. I can bring some stuff around as well. But I wonder if we can do something interesting as well. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about White Russians? You're not a fan? Is it the milky?
It's too. It'll curdle my guts. It's like with yeah. I'll have one of them, and I wouldn't be able to drink much else other than beer because it will just literally fucking curdle my stomach.
I love a White Russian. But that's cool.
I like White Russians. I like Black Russians, but one is I'm done. One I'm done. But you can we can get
no. It's only good if you can have a few. What about like mojito?
Yes. Oh, mojitos are great, but what if you're gonna come over? What if we do margaritas?
That's what I think we've had this exact conversation. We got the margarita.
Mojitos. We could do that.
Let's say something spicy and some margaritas. Salt around the rim.
Mojitos. Yeah, we'll go flat out on them. Beers, margaritas, and mojitos. Yeah, we'll do that.
Beers, margaritas, and margaritas.
I got a blender. We'll go all out. We'll just fucking pig it out, son. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
that's beautiful to me. Over on a bottle of Buffalo Trace as we speak right now. 19 quid. Everyone's a winner, except Charlie Sheen because his Tiger Blood ran out. Yeah, margaritas, mojitos, and beer. Yeah, and food-wise, we'll just order fucking takeout. We'll order curry or whatever.
So we'll have a mid-podcast break and have some cuzza, basically. Shove it in.
Cuzza, yeah, we could just fucking order whatever in, or I could buy some food and just or cook or whatever. But nice to get like a takeaway, and then we'll just eat.
We can figure it out, and we'll figure out whether or not we'll live stream or pre-record. But I think we can probably stream one of them. We'll figure out the tech stuff, the logistics. I think we can figure it out. I'll bring everything I have, so I can bring my camera. I can bring this mixer. It's all small. I can bring it in a bag. And it's literally. I've got another mic here. I think I can probably plug them both into there, and I think we can have two of these. We need to test it, right? We might be able to get two regular mics.
Yeah.
And that will go through StreamYard fine. Off of this camera, we'll have it further back or whatever. I think we can do it.
The idea will be to get down early so we can move the room around and just piss around and see what's fucking what. And we'll fucking go from there. Even if we're gonna rig it up to the big TV in here as well, and just so we can use that as a monitor or some shit. I
think we can make it good, and I think it could be something we do every once in a while, like get together. Because I think it'll be so different in person. I'm so used to this now. Streaming and stuff. It'll be so different when you're in the same room. It's such a different, the very first episode of Refreshingly Non-Epstein was me and George Willoughby in a pub with this. So I've got this unit, which you use for audio, right? You can plug two proper mics in the bar. And we sat in a pub with two mics drinking. And that's the first episode. It was like half an hour. We had to go to a gig, but there's something about just being in the same room. It's just such a different,
different experience. Yeah, but even now, is we've been doing this for so long together, which is crazy. Like when you talk about food and stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I can have a nibble of that as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking. It just feels like it's.
I'll try and find. So I worked out the other day. I think it was June we started doing this a bit more regularly. If I go back down, because I can just see that horrible pictures and no one's watching it. So the first one I can see you on is 10 months. What's 10 months? April.
Yeah, something like that.
So we can bring this up here in a second. I think we look really different as well. Obviously,
yeah, we've aged drastically, and I had long hair. I had longish hair. Back
then. I was thinking, God, it's really weird. I've got a picture of Epstein's Island behind me.
That's right. Yeah. The first one we done was, I think it was me, and I had long hair, and it was
Look at this. That's the
first one. Is it the first one? Shit.
First one, yeah. April last year. I'm on Epstein's Island.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Holy fuck. Yeah.
And then it's just I'm gonna get some of these lads back on as well. And then we did a couple more. Right, then you're back on 3 in a row. That's me, Greg, and George. Then you're back again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're starting to do more and more here. Oh yeah, December. Then all of a sudden in December we did 8.
Yeah,
so look at the transition, and now it looks all different, and the branding's almost there.
Yeah,
we did
8 in December.
8. Yeah,
fuck me. Holy shit. Am I your longest ongoing podcast fucking person?
No, because I've got another podcast I'm not talking about a lot at the moment, but we started it years ago and we've done over 100 episodes. But I'm not talking about it at the moment because he hasn't turned up for 3 months and I think he's having a bad time. And to be honest, it's going to be difficult to bring it back. I might have to bring it back as a monthly thing.
Yeah.
But I think he's probably sat here watching this, not liking it because we're doing well. But that's really funny though. He's a good lad, Sam. But
Cool.
we'll sort that out later. But no, we've done that for years. So this, but now, yeah, for sure. And I'm going to get some of these lads on that I've not had on for ages on, and some of the Bristol lot, which are fucking hilarious. And I'll do some with me, George, and Greg, because I think we've got our own little thing. But then some you come on to some of those as well. I just want to mix it up and have different stuff.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And then
George is fucking hilarious. It was Greg. Greg's the one that I jumped on the other week. I think,
No, that was Dave.
Yeah, Dave's he's class.
Greg is a really, really, really good MC. Like, he's so good with crowd work. But I had him on a couple of these last summer, and it was really good fun. We just sat there on a Saturday afternoon. He's very funny, and cool. we'll sort that out soon.
Nice.
There we go. So there we go. There's a Patreon pick. Stan Hope's Patreon with us on the big screen in the background, which is very, very nice.
They were watching as we was podcasting all day, which is good. It was refreshing to know. It was like, what the fuck? We've been watching you guys most of the day. Come and watch this again sometime because we've been busy. What I like, what was hilarious is when they when he said Andy Andrus was on the podcast with us, and when Brenda Walsh came on your podcast, we kicked Andy out. It was like, ta-ra, bye, off you go. It was
it's fun. It was funny. Oh god, I can't believe he was sick. He was sick on air. He was so sick on the air. Oh my god, it's just it.
Build up
that cancer. I got cancer.
The big C. The big C. It's one way to get your fucking GoFundMe page up. It's
Well, like they said before, we all do one. You have one in 2 years. We'll all put a $5 in. I have one in 2 years. Everyone else that I know puts $5 in.
Yeah, I agree. I think Brett Erickson.
We all make like 10 to 20 grand. That's all we need.
Yeah, but you pay it back.
You pay it for, but you get a lump sum every few years, and I think it's nice.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, if everyone just chipped in and done like a 40-hour podathon like once a year for someone, I think it'd be fine. Work out well. You know, happy days. But a GoFundMe is the way to go. Just my guitar broke, and I need money for that, so we can. Yeah. What we could do, like, you probably set a GoFundMe for like a guitar because I got a guitar, strings are gone. It's going to cost me 18 quid to get it fixed or whatever. But you just basically push in, so like, well, 18 quid will give me this, but if I had X amount more money, I could do whatever. And just get it going, get the GoFundMe going for as long as you can. See how much you get from it.
Just lie.
My guitar has AIDS or cancer and some shit.
Yeah, just say that sort of stuff. That will definitely work. Right, we've entered hour 3. It's 2 hours 7 minutes in. I don't know why anyone is listening to this now. Apart from it's like a hangout though for you lonely people. But I'm lonely too. So you hang out. Oh my god!
You scared people away. You scared Kelly away.
What are we? What are we talking about now? What's going on? What's happened? What are we? What's happening in the world? Nothing's happening that I'm really interested in the world. I don't care about COVID. I don't care about politics. So I'm not going to talk about any of that.
We care about it to a point, but not to like lose sleep over. It's like fucking. I gotta go bed in a couple of hours in a minute. Whatever. They'll still be ruled by cunts. So
Yeah, that's what government is. It's cunts.
Yeah.
And the second everyone realizes that, you just stop worrying about it. You let the cunts do the thing. Have a drink.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying?
And then, don't be Greg Delaney, because Greg Delaney needs to be in the secret thing that's in the pipeline that we're not going to talk about. I think Greg Delaney should make appearances.
Well, I heard on one of the dogs podcast on the chat, Greg Delaney popped up on one of the things. It was crazy.
Yeah, he said he needs to be talking about.
Yeah, he popped up, and I think he apologized to the dog about jumping in and talking about legalities and stuff. He's not really like a lawyer who can actually sue people because he ain't got that much sway. And Apparently, this Greg Delaney guy doesn't even own a yacht. It was a fishing boat in fucking. It was a fishing boat owned by his uncle he borrowed or some shit.
We'll figure it out. But I think Greg Delaney should make an appearance on the thing that might be announced soon on a regular basis. You know, a little call in or a little pre-record.
Greg Delaney will make an appearance, but I'm just saying through the grapevine, this Greg Delaney, he's nothing. He's a shit talk lawyer, and he says yacht, but it's his uncle's fishing boat. But yeah, that's that's right.
If you're going to be a lawyer, you need. If you're going to be a lawyer, you need to learn how to lie, because that's what the job is: lying and using Latin to hide the lies.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, but no, Greg Delaney will probably pop up, no doubt whatsoever, because he's popping up in the chat groups now and again. He's a dick.
Greg Delaney, I'm out here on a yacht.
Yeah. Let me do his accent. Greg Delaney. Hang on. Greg. My name's Greg Delaney. Greg Delaney.
No, Kelly, you're not in love with me. I don't exist. I live in a box on the internet. I don't exist.
Yeah.
None of this is real. Don't worry about it.
Carl is
the show. Support the show. Subscribe, like, and share. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, job done. Carl's a wart on the end of a rhino's ass. Really, as far as quantum physics goes, it's plausible. It's
I think we should make an 8-foot Brett Brock dildo
with Greg Delaney's signature on the back of it. Yeah, a huge Brett Brock dildo would be good.
With his cute little face on the front and some hair and the flannel.
Color it black, please. And it'd be good. That will.
And as you shove it in, it just goes, well, hey there, welcome to the stream.
Hey there, I appreciate your support there. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you. Cheers to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would. He's top. He's what a guy. He's a geezer, and also our podcast idea for like watching a film like Predator or something with you, me, and Brett Brock. That'd be good. Like fan interaction shit.
We'll figure that out. So you're thinking of live streaming that one. We'll have to figure it out. We'll have to all get
Kill Bill.
We'll have to all get the same copy of Predator lined up, and then get it at the right title thing. Pause it, and then everyone let's go and watch.
Yeah.
And
start off with like I was thinking about starting off with a film like Predator, whatever we all know, everyone knows it's like less than 2 hours long. It's an easy film to get into. We all know the fucking film, but going forward, then we could just do other things like Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill, and we just do a fucking some of that fan interaction bollocks. Try and get the fans to watch the film at the same time. But I think it's a good idea. Something different.
I think so too. Yeah. What is oh, God's sake. Yeah. So Brock's reply does that. All we do is promote Brock, and his reply is, and I appreciate every second of it. All right. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, you handsome.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, you handsome fucking scumbag motherfucker.
We should we should talk off air. We could do some fun things. We should do a couple of sketches or something eventually. We have talked about it before, but I think we could use our potential new platform that might be coming as throw some of that in as well.
Oh, Joe Rogan platform. Oh,
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, what's the frequency, Kevin?
Kevin.
And then we can finally bury. No, we won't mention that anymore. Let's get weird in it. What about some ASMR?
How deep is your love? How deep
is your love? Is your love? How did you want to know? Because we're living in a world of fools.
You're so
taking me down.
You're gonna wish you born a dog, bitch.
How deep is your love?
A dog with no asshole, bitch. Yeah, it's a good song. I love it. It's a beautiful song, and I think we should respect the song and not talk about dogs and bumming and shit. But yeah,
everything will be
things in the
respected.
pipeline.
Everything
Mind Dog TV, Mind Dog TV coming soon. New shit going on.
Well, they never spoiled it. Everything will be respected and at all times, and we'll have a disclaimer, and then we'll wink.
Always a disclaimer.
And just say things like 7/7 was fake news.
Yeah.
London doesn't even have buses or tubes, you liar.
London's not even a place. London was wiped up with the Nazis in fucking 1942.
Yeah, we've all been tricked. We've all been tricked.
It is cool. We recently had new front and back doors for security purposes, and the people who done the doors left some really cool shit behind.
Little saws, little saw blades.
Yeah. So like now when I want to cut myself,
well, I think
just do it. It's great.
I think we don't. YouTube. That was a script.
Scripted.
That's a real channel. That's a real channel deleter. That is. That was a nothing. That's scripted comedy, and it's for PVC doors and windows only.
It's basically advertising how great it is for like PVC doors and windows, and if someone tries to rob your house, you can use this to cut their throats. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. Is it like a lot? They left blades behind, like for me. I think, okay, this will do. I'll keep that in the background.
Was the impression good? Well, cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming. Now, yeah. Oh, Jamie, I really appreciate that. I think last night, what did I say? You were doing the Mandalorian. What did I say?
Well, you were talking about Hitler quite a lot, and then saying the word cunt in the Twitch stream.
Yeah, which is what I do. I was drunk, and I made a thing. I said, "Oh yeah, a friend of mine dressed up as the Mandalorian, like full on clad Metal Gear, and went to a fancy dress party, and he got dragged on the street by a van with a magnet in him and got crushed to death or some shit." He started to read it like it was like a little comment, but I think he got halfway through and was like, "Oh, this is a joke."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What he does, he politely just goes, "That's right."
Yeah. He likes my jokes. He's a beaut. What a specimen of a guy! Like he's
But on Twitter, he's supposed to keep it family friendly. That's the thing. So you shouldn't be on there calling people cunts and Nazis.
But he did say, whatever.
I know.
Brett's worth. Say what you want to say. I don't give a shit. Emma's in trouble as Brett Brock. He's the bad.
I drink beer and stream and just don't be a dick.
I was gonna be beer. I was gonna drink Guinness tonight. I haven't had Guinness for a long time, but like Brett Brock isn't.
Yeah, I can only do one. If I have one, I can only do one or two. To be fair.
Yeah, the most Guinness I've ever done was 8 pints of Guinness in a night, and that was too much. I was like really weighted down the next morning. It was horrific. I felt
it's heavy. I had one of my old drinking buddies. Not seen him for a few years now, but one of my old drinking buddies used to. I drink Stella, and he'd be on the Guinness. So he'd drink like 8 to 10 pints of Guinness out. So I could never do it.
Yeah,
and his shit must have just been like black. Like my soul.
Yeah, horrific. Yeah, that's when I done the most maybe 8 to 10. Maybe it was I can't remember 8 or 10. It was honestly, it was fucking bad. It was heavy for 2 or 3 days. It takes a long time to pass that shit. Literally, just
yeah,
comes out of you. But it's a beautiful drink though. It's black gold. It's
you can live off it as well because there's a lot of models in the 90s did the Guinness diet, right? They just drank all they had was Guinness for like 8 weeks.
Yeah,
You get enough nutrients in there to survive.
We're probably starving really inside, but a lot of protein and iron and shit.
Yeah, but that's what the models were in the 90s, right? They were like thin.
Iron.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Their bodies represented the souls of most of the population living in Britain at the time, just dying inside, just horrific.
Oh, here's the thing though. For the entire episode that we do, who the fuck? Because while you were gone, I talked about who the fuck is Brett Brock. So for the entire episode, not maybe not the entire episode, but we should do a lot of it in the accent. Welcome to Nashville. Cheers to you.
Bitch. Yeah,
All I draw and drink beer. Cheers to you.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. I draw and drink beer, bitch.
I mean, he definitely maims or kills prostitutes, right? He's a real nice guy. So he definitely, back there where you can't see, there's just like chained women to a radiator.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a guy who's not.
Feed us to dirty bread. Yeah. And he's like, cheers to you, bitch.
Cheers to you, bitch. He's not a guy who's like shy of pussy, is he? Keel, is Brett Brock a guy who's shy of pussy?
I don't know. I've never known him. If I ask you,
yeah.
The other way of looking at it is he just stays in drawing Boba Fett. Do you know what I mean?
Just stays in drawing Boba Fett and then tries not to kill prostitutes, maybe. But other than that, he's got no worries about getting pussy. Keel, if
I would have thought so.
Kitty said, he hasn't got a problem getting pussy, which we know. He's a beautiful specimen of a guy, but maybe
if he leaves the house to try, do you know what I mean? I think he just stays in drawing and drinking.
Carl's point was maybe he kills prostitutes and scalps them and whatever, and draws pictures of Boba Fett in this house, but he can also get whatever woman he wants to get, like a Ted Bundy kind of guy. Like he can get pussy.
When you look that good.
I want to see Brett Brock's torso. I want to see what Brett Brock is holding under that shirt of his.
I don't think he's got one. I think he's in it. Well, he's not in a wheelchair. Could we seen him go and get those beers? But I think there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something weird going on.
I want to see a six pack. I
weird.
I reckon he's got like a good torso. I reckon he's like maybe he drinks a lot of beer though. He's a beer drinker though, isn't he? So
he drinks 10 to 15 beers a day, I think.
Yeah, 10 to 15 beers a day. So unless he's beer, he's a beer boy. So maybe he's got a beer belly, but you'd be surprised. Maybe he like walks his dogs a lot, does crunches a day, and just like doesn't eat much. And well, yeah, Katie would. Katie said I would learn to look at the mantelpiece instead of the fire.
Well, we know when you finally keel over for an opioid addiction where she's going.
She's going to Nashville. Yeah, she's going straight to Nashville, Tennessee, baby.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers to you. Yeah, he's a boot, isn't he? I love him. I love him so much.
I'm off with my
boots
and my tax jar of weed.
Job done.
I love him, to be honest.
He's a stand-up guy, and he is. I need to hear his stand-up comedy. I gotta listen to his comedy. Is he on YouTube?
I don't know. I want to see it sometime. It would be good to go and see him do stand-up.
Maybe we go to Nashville this year.
I can't make Nashville on the first trip, so it's going to have to be on that second trip. So it's going to be 2023.
Well,
I can only go to America once this year, and I can't I can only go to certain places. And if you go to more than 3, you've got to be out of their ages, and they can't do that. So
yeah, stupid. Yeah. Well, 2023. What if we arrange something for 2023 and we'll figure out and plan it?
I think 2023, because it's only a year. We could go to spring or something. 2023, and I reckon we could do we could both get out there.
Well, unless this year, my a relative dies of cancer and leaves me a lot of money.
Hope so.
I'll go this year. Me too, big time. And then but 2023, maybe we can work something. Spring break, baby. We can work something out and go for a long weekend. Even if it doesn't matter, even if you go there first and come out for a long weekend and come back before you, doesn't matter. We'll just meet up or whatever.
Yeah. We'll cross it. Whatever. We'll meet up for a couple of days. You need to go and do your own stuff with your missus. So I will. We'll figure it out. We'll figure some crossover, and I think we'll have to. We'll have to cross over somewhere good. But I think at some point, me, you, and the dog have got to meet in person.
Oh yeah, you mean the dog? It's a must. It's like I feel
Just so we can fuck him, to be honest.
I'm obligated at this point to do so. It's yeah.
Just so we can polish that little head and fuck him.
Yeah, like a pig. You know? Maybe he'll fuck us. Who knows? Maybe he can pin us down.
I think it's his plan. He's bribing us, offering us shows and money. That was a spoiler. And then ultimately, but we'll just I'll open my hemorrhoidal little arsehole out. And go, guess what I like?
But hemorrhoidal arsehole. I'll pull up my little pin dick and just rub it in his nose and
brotherlessly thumb my sushi like slim dick up his nostril. You know,
that's fine. He might like it. I hope so. I hope he does. I hope he does like it. Because we work in this moment now, coming to the stage to see the dog for a while, and I hope he likes your dirty, stinking, like pal cancerous ridden ass and my small cheesy dick. Like together, we can work together. And he's a dog, so you don't care. He's a dog. He's a pig of a dog. He's gonna love it. He's gonna love it.
I agree. I absolutely agree with you. We are hopefully, you know. We haven't had quite the audience in here tonight, but hopefully on the replay we'll get some viewers. And if you are watching it again, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I think we'll get some stuff because we got Jackie Martlin next week, which is insane.
Yeah, boy, he's gonna be fucking class.
So I'll tell you something real quick, right?
Go on.
About 10 years ago, I was in Amsterdam. Less than that, 8 years ago. I don't know. I think a little bit before that. That's when I discovered Louis C.K. and I kind of went on this weird little YouTube journey.
Okay.
And at some point I was in Amsterdam and I did a marathon and then I was on edibles and I was in a hotel room and I found like a load of Howard Stern celebrity interviews like with Gwyneth Paltrow, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll listen to them. And actually they're pretty good. And then I found Artie Lang, which was his the comic in the chair, I guess, on the Stern Show. I don't know if you know who Artie is, but he's a New York comic. Karen, if he is, So he replaced Jackie Martlin, right? So it was his replacement. So that I just went down this whole rabbit hole, and that rabbit hole found me an Artie interview on Rogan, which found me all the other comics, which ultimately one day this thing went off my head is like, I want to do comedy because I'm writing this stuff and I should do it there. But so Martling is like the source of all that. He was the man that people talked about as this legend on these pirated videos that I found. And he was just, he sat in the corner making stupid jokes and not stupid, but now after listening to his podcast last night and then him and the dog, he's been around a long fucking time. A long time. Like he's been in all the shit. All the Stern fans know him. So there's a way I think Martling will bring some eyes to this. And it's insane because he was on the dog and he gave out his email address and he goes, anyone wants to get in contact. I emailed him before he'd even fucking finished it and just said, by the way, we work with Matt. Come on. And one of the Cosmic, the Cosmic guys from the Podathon, he's his publicist apparently. So he emailed me back within an hour. Go, what, when? And then today I was like, well, anytime next week. And then he came back within 2 hours. So it's just insane that he wants to come on. And I think, he's a big.
Class.
I mean, he's attached to Howard Stern from the 90s, which is when he was.
That's when Howard Stern was at his zenith, like a fucking cool. That's great. That was a good fish. That was a good fish, my boy. Good catch.
Let's fish. Let's fish. We'll talk about all the admin later, and I think tomorrow, if you go over what I put on G Drive, we'll have some ideas. Yeah. Talk to Doggy Dog at the weekend, and I reckon within 2 weeks we could be up and running on that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we got Becker as well. We got Becker in the pipeline.
Yes. Yeah, if anyone, Kristen Becker. So we should do that maybe in the next couple of weeks as well.
Yeah, he is a good he's a good one to have on 100%. Yeah, because I was working when he was on with the dog, and I was literally I
was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. When he came on. Here's the thing though. This is going to turn into karaoke. This is going to turn into karaoke.
Yeah, we could do karaoke. 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 But he's the same. He literally the dog had him on the podcast. I couldn't get out of work. What the fuck? I was like, I want to listen to this shit.
So I've got his. I've got his digital copy of his book, and I've got it on Audible, so I can send that as well. So I just got it on a credit because I've got 5 credits.
Yes.
You know, it's now Keely Okie.
Oh no, not right now. No,
not right now.
No.
What's his book? What's his book? I got
no. Please, Jamie, can you? Keely can come on, but I just don't want to sing right now.
Keely Okie time.
It's okay, Carl. You let off.
Keely's gonna put a finger in herself.
But I think we all know that. But I think we understand that when we do the in-person stuff, there's going to be karaoke, right?
Mm. Oh yeah, there's going to be karaoke. She's standing at the doorway now, and she's basically saying like, "Yeah, I'm going to do karaoke on the live podcast, 100%." Like, yeah, she's Katie could do karaoke on the live podcast.
Yeah.
Just say goodnight to people.
No.
Why?
Next time.
Oh fucking hell! She's not wearing a bra. That's what
she does realize we can hear her though.
Brett Brock is on.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll be right over.
Yeah, right.
I'll be right back. Just give me a chance for my cowboy boots and I'll be right there,
bro. Okay. Show us a nipple, love. Show us a nipple. God damn it.
Well, cheers to you.
She likes that. Lies. She likes that one. Cheers to you. Oh.
We've got
working all day. She's gonna bed down. But yeah, we're looking forward to the weekend. We are thinking of doing the live pod. She's working that weekend, but it's fine because when she comes home, she can make us drinks when she gets home.
What time she comes home, baby? Bye.
It could be between 9 and 10. Depends.
Depends
on many stupid old people. Yeah,
early.
It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. But yeah, what was you on? What was you saying? Fucking yeah, next week's podcast. Yeah. Wednesday. Marling.
So here's the thing, right? That this is 49. I've numbered that 51. We need to have a 50th episode, and I don't know when that should be. It depends when you're free. But I'm gonna reach out to some maybe some Bristolians or something in the next few days and see if there's any time when anyone's around. And then if you whether or not we do something that's just us tomorrow or Saturday or whenever. I know because you got your rugby on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
But the other lot might only be around at a certain amount of time, so I might either try and do nothing particular for the 50th or something fun. So if you can do something fun, I'll try and get 3 or 4 comics on or different people to come on, and it just let me know if you're available or not in the next few days.
Yeah. When is the 50th going live? Let me make a note.
Well, at the moment, I've put Jackie as 51, so it'll be before Wednesday. So could be this weekend or Monday, or in the next.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So
or not, or I could just make Jackie the 50th. But I'd like to do one before, but we'll see.
That'd be cool. Yeah. I literally just tell you what, just you book it your end, do whatever you gotta do, and I'll just I'll figure it up my end. I'll squeeze it. I'll do it.
We'll figure it out, because it would be fun if we get a few of the people that have been on over time.
Yeah, of course. Literally, just do from your end, do what you gotta do, and if you just say, "Oh, James, I got a slot fucking between 10 and whatever PM," that's fine.
And the way this is going, we'll hit 100 before half the year's out, so that will be a big one. And at some point, I want to do a live podcast in a place. So I think if we get enough people watching, we can get a room in the Hollybush in Birmingham, and it'll be like, this is an hour of the last rites, and we'll get 4 comics on, and we'll make it fun.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, for your 50th, just say, "Oh, this is what I'm doing." This, I'll squeeze it in. I'll get it done. It's fine, no problem whatsoever. But in regard to your 100th, fuck it, that'd be class. We can, No, I definitely could be there for your 50th. 100, but there's a milestone. Definitely be there for your 50th, without question. I'll squeeze shit around.
Yeah, I've got some ideas. So, it depends on a couple of other people I'm thinking about. But then what I'll do is put a more wider net out and say, if anyone wants to jump on for 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, come on, or an hour. Yeah, it might be fun to get a few people in and out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'm a culture whore. I will like fucking stay around for an hour, 10 hours, whatever. I'm a culture whore. I'll fucking stay around.
Figure it out. But anyway, no, we're doing well. We're in 2.5 hours in. I don't know why anyone listens to this, but they do. They do seem to like it. There'll be a lot more from us this year on lots of different avenues and channels and things of that happening. So stick around, bitch, with the fun-loving minimals.
BS fucking hole, motherfuckers.
Again, if you are rewatching it, give us a subscribe and a like. I've got to remember to keep doing that. I've got videos and stuff that I never bring in. Keep doing it because it is important. In the last couple of weeks, had a few more. We just need to build, and the next target will be 100 subscribers, and which we'll hopefully get, in the next couple of months. Just slowly, and because you're in at the ground floor, I'll always remember everyone that supported us, and to be honest, the first 100 people that support us, you'll be on a special list. When we do grow, you get benefits and all that
airport
kind of shit,
security list, like bad shit. Like,
Carl
sent me a link the other day. Carl sent me a picture of a cup, and he said, "Would you drink Irish coffee or this?" I was like, "Yes, I would."
Oh, the last Rites match. I don't think I have it up. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I used the site before, but I mean it's expensive. But if everyone supports us, but by the way, there's not a lot of profit made off these sites. It's literally. Oh, here we go. I might be able to bring something up. Even if something seems expensive, it's just supporting the channel. And what it do, it'll be you sharing the brand rather than giving us money. Because if you say you spend like £15, we might only make £1. Because it's just when you're small like this. And this isn't real right now. Small. This is just. I've just started playing around, but I'm going to give you an idea. Look, yeah, you think about this: shot glass, coaster. Baby. Mug, right? I was just pissing around last night. Okay, that's not really working well. That's just disappeared. So there's something wrong with the interface. Oh, it's a coaster, a shot glass, and a mug. We're gonna have t-shirts and hoodies, and they're not gonna be ridiculously cheap, just because it's how these things work. And
it is, baby.
Yeah. And I assure you, it's not for the only way we make profit is if like fucking shitloads of people buy it. So it's not about that, but obviously every few
branding
do help. But it is branding, yeah. If you're in your last Rites hoodie or your mug, you're drinking out the mug or whatever, and your friend goes, "What's that?" And you say, "Listen to this, bitch." That's what it is.
Yeah, because you don't set the price for the mug. You buy the mug or whatever value it is, then you got to pay with the printers to go on the mug and this, that, the other.
Well, these sites set the price. You can set your profit margin, and I've set it at the lowest possible margin. So there's no like, oh, I'm trying to make money. The only way I can make money is if 10,000 people bought stuff. So it's at the lowest possible thing, but they make it easy to ship anywhere in the world. That's the advantage. But we'll over the next couple of weeks, I will work on that more and work out, get a good range of shit, and then hopefully, Pete, just buy something, and we'll figure it out. But I'm gonna pay for some stuff. I'm gonna order some stuff. I need to work out how to get like cost stuff for them. And obviously, when I go to Glasgow, I'll give Evan a free T-shirt or a fucking mug or whatnot. You'll get a mug, we'll get stuff. And I would like to send guests that have come on, especially like UK like comics and stuff. I'd like to send everyone, just invest on the ground floor. Going, look, we're not making money from this podcast, but if I can spend some money on a T-shirt for you wear that, and then in a year, everyone's walking around in a T-shirt.
It builds up, baby. Always be branding, motherfucker.
Always be closing. All right.
Always be closing. Al Pacino. No, it was Alec Baldwin, and fucking what was it called? What the fuck was that film? Glenn Ross. Yeah.
So I sent you live in a fantasy world, Callie. Sorry. I don't know if you see what he put in the dog thing earlier, but when I was going back and forth with Martling, right, immediately he said he would come on, and then I got a promo email to try and sell his book to me, and it's like, oh, you used my email to put me. No, they used my email to put it on the mailing list, which is fucking illegal. It's like GDPR stuff, right? Data protection. But do you know what? I just said it's funny. Go for it. And so I sent an always be closing gift to, I think, the Podathon thing. I was like, always be closing, man.
Nice.
Or maybe I sent it to the dog, but it's like, I get it. It's hilarious. You've used me to try and sell me shit.
Yeah. Is he on? He's got a book on Audible, have he?
Yep. So it was a book from 2017. It's called The Joke Man Bowed to Stone. Because I haven't got one for ages. I had like 5 credits built up.
Yeah.
They're great, aren't they? Those Audible credits. So I got sent. The dog sent me a PDF digital version, which I'm not going to read, Doug. But I've got the Audible version, and it's forward by Artie Lang and then read by someone else. So it's 8 hours. So I'm going to try and smash the book before he comes on. But you don't have to do it. I mean, what I might do is do it and make notes, and I can send them to you. But to be honest with you, I'm going to do that and re-listen to the dog thing because I had to do a call in the middle. To be honest with you, I don't think it matters. If we know a little bit about him, then just have a chat. I think that's more natural, isn't it? Like, obviously you can use stuff to refer to whatever's gone on, but I just want to hear about like what it was like starting comedy in the 60s. I don't know when it was, 60s or 70s or whatnot, and he's been in all the big clubs and stuff, so it'd be interesting to know what that was like. And then, you know, silly stuff like what his worst experience was and with club owners. You looking for it?
Yeah. I'm looking now.
It's called the Joke Man from Bow to Stern. I can send you a screenshot if you need it.
Waiting for the fucking Audible to load up. It's just going fucking slow.
Yeah, I had a trouble leading it.
Audible's like literally dragging his ass. Like, what the fuck?
Open Audible. Because I can't find it on my phone, so I have to voice activate it. Here we go. So, yeah, I bought it yesterday. So this is not interesting. It's the Joke Man from Bow to Stern. See the using Howard Stern's name to promote yourself. Oh, now it's downloading.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it. I got a credit spit actually.
I got like 4. I got 4 credit spare. It's 8 hours, so we'll see. But yeah, it's a few years old. But he's literally talking about like I think he started in the 60s. You know what I mean? It's a long time ago.
Fuck it, yeah.
So I think talking to someone like that anyway will be interesting.
Yeah. Go on, I'll do. Yeah, last credit done. Yeah, that's cool.
I still haven't finished running the light because I started trying to bang it before we spoke to Talent. In the end, he just half-assed phoned in from the road and we couldn't even hear him. So fuck Sam Talent.
Died, maybe. He probably did die. Who knows? I don't know.
We
He
haven't
like
heard from him since.
Who knows? Who cares?
We haven't heard from him since.
That was class though. Yeah.
But I need to finish that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'd built up like 5 Audible credits. So I was like, oh, I'll just get that. It's free.
I gotta have to cancel mine now because I got so many Audible books that I haven't listened to for it's just like fucking build up. I cancel it now and I'll stop it. I am
get it when you need it, get it when you want it, innit?
Yeah, that's what it's.
What can you gift what can you gift and share? Like if I wanted to give something to you, what could I do?
You can only gift a book. Apparently, you could only gift like a book to someone.
So I can just go, I've downloaded this book, I'm going to gift it to this person, and that'll cost me like a credit or something.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can. You can. If you got like a credit spare, okay, you can't.
Yeah.
From what I know, is you can't gift the credit, but you can gift the book. So if you got a credit spare and someone said, "I want this book,"
I can spend that credit on a gift
on the book, and then gift that book to an individual. Yeah,
and that costs me a credit.
And that costs you credit, yeah. But what I've noticed is if you have had an Audible book on a promotional offer, you can't buy that book as a gift and then send that over as a gift, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
Burp, burp, burp. Burp, burp. It should, because like if like you gotta buy like I let's say no Encore for the Donkey, okay, Dig stand up. I had that on a promotional offer. It was a free book, okay.
Yeah.
I can't gift that to someone now as a free credit because it was a promotion offer to me. So I had to buy it and send it to someone else, for example. I don't know why Audible works that way, but it's shit.
Deja Vu.
Yes, like
I just had
in the microphone. Then
I just had the worst case of deja vu in the world, and then it even includes telling you this. It's like it's ongoing.
Really, just fucking kept going. Yeah.
Fuck, I stopped now, but it was like a whole like 8 seconds. Like I've done this before.
Holy fuck, brother. Yeah, I've had those very rarely in my life. Like I've had deja vu multiple times, but I've had those instances whereby it's like deja vu, but to a point where you're like, what the fuck? You're playing it out. You're like, what the shit? This has happened before, man.
Wild times. I'm interested in time and space time. All right, my empty beers are on there. I've got a pint here. Next up is whiskey.
Oh, I got a whiskey here. I don't know if vodka next or a beer. Oh, I'm gonna get a whiskey. I'm gonna get a vodka next. I'm gonna get a beer also. But UK goes first, and I'm gonna.
Oh no, I'm good. I haven't got a glass, but no, I'm almost done. If you need to get one, go get one.
No, I'll take for a moment or two, and it's fine.
Yeah, me too. I'll get one in a few. I'll
get 2 drinks though. I'll get a vodka and get a beer. And
well, after this, it's just Buffalo. So
yeah, I am. I speaking of which, deja vu. I'm sure I ordered a bottle of Buffalo Trace not so long ago. Oh yeah, I did. Oh shit, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you ordered one on air, I think. Oh, yeah, tonight.
I completely forgot about it. It come on Saturday. It's yeah.
How good is Amazon? And for a while they were asking me for actual ID. The last one just asked me my birthday, and he goes, "There you go."
I get on a doorstep. Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. Yeah, it's about a week before Christmas, we had to go to Cardiff. My boy had a rugby game in Cardiff quite early. For the listener, this is like 12 miles from where I live, give or take. And my daughter was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay home." She's old enough people to stay home. And I said, I got some booze coming from Amazon. So when they knock the door, if you just basically put on like a deeper female voice and just say you got COVID, so you can't open the door. See what they say. So she tried it to her credit. She tried to put on a deep voice and say, I can't answer the door. I got COVID. Leave it in the shoebox, the outside the door. And they didn't though because they can't. But you can't leave booze anyway now. You've got to have someone there who looks old as shit or identification. But yeah, same as you, Carl. They said to me, what's your date of birth? And they like, you all cunt, and they walk off and say, okay.
Well, a couple of the ones last year asked me for my driving license. I'm like, for fuck's sake, you want me to get ID? Look at me.
Yeah,
look at me.
That's exactly
I'm not 17, am I? I've got a grey beard.
Yeah,
last year, scars, my arsehole is hanging out.
Yeah, the same thing last year. They don't bother now, but last year was the same. I said, I'm grey as fuck. My breath stinks of booze. I said, I you want ID? They were like, no, what's your day of birth then? I was 86. They're like, oh, okay.
1964.
Yeah, 1965. I was Epstein's wet dream when I was 12.
I fought in Vietnam at 4.
Yeah, I lost a limb as well. You think my fucking leg is real? It's just like
some people called it my penis.
It's a fucking 3D printer, bitch. My leg.
Oh, we're talking. I don't know what it's like in the States. We're talking about is Amazon Fresh groceries. Here, like we're talking about Amazon Prime, so you can get stuff in like a day or 2, maybe if you buy stuff.
Yeah,
but fresh. Amazon I think Fresh it might be groceries.
Yeah, you can get. There's like Amazon stores now where there's no staff there. You just go in.
And I know, and I know in the US, same day delivery is available more often. Like the same day. If you get up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, you could have something by 4 o'clock.
Nice. But that's going to get better with drones though, because Amazon are testing out drones, isn't they? Like, you got like helipad.
There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of problems with drones, but they will get better. Automated cars, everything.
Yeah, imagine that. Just like ordering something that gets delivered in your garden by a drone on a crate. Done.
Yeah, we just order from Prime, Kelly, and we can get booze, we can get bottles or whatever, and normally good price.
Prime, though, like, you can order booze, but if you order from a drone, this is a year's time now. The technology advances so greatly. You can order it in a drone.
First, the drone has to get a signature from Barack Obama, and then it has to set fire to an Afghan wedding, and then it brings you your Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, any kids
$15.
Yes, boom.
And then pretends Trump was the worst president of all time.
Yeah.
So it's political.
Though Obama wasn't as bad as Trump, but if you look at like foreign deaths compared to what Trump did, then Obama was kind of shit. Like, I get that.
Well, there's different ways of looking at it, isn't there?
Yeah,
I think Bush, Obama, and Trump together were the three worst presidents of all time.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Obama is he spoke well and sounded presidential. That's how he tricked everyone. He's like, I believe the people are the future.
But he was
just setting fire to children.
Yeah, but he was kind of he spoke to the common person. I think he meant well, and he was whatever. I don't know the ins and outs, but yeah. Point being is, in the Middle East, yeah. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, he was killing fucking school children and wedding parties and all that.
And then just masturbating his big dick and then playing basketball.
Imagine that. Imagine his huge Kenyan dick and white.
It's not as big as Michelle Obama's, eh?
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, or Terrence Cruz's dick, no doubt. But yeah,
hog. Anyway, that's politics. We did politics in the first 45 minutes. We did 2 hours.
Yeah, we don't do politics. Who's gonna get drunk first? Who's having a drink and a pee first? Me or you? You
go.
Hugo boss.
Don't be 15 minutes though, because I haven't got that in me. You have to.
Was I 15 minutes last time?
You're a while, yeah.
Was I? Sure.
Fed the dog. What the dog? What's the frequency, Kevin? Yeah, there goes Jamie. Lovely, you're stuck with me again. Now I'm just gonna ramble until he gets back. We have been on a while. I don't think this isn't going to be a 6 hour. It might do 4. I think we might do 4. We do have lives. We do have things to do, responsibilities. Even I have responsibilities. Mainly, it's just surviving until my business manager comes through for me. But there we go. What's happening with you guys that are watching right now? Are you? How's your life? Is anything bad or good happened? Don't tell me that you've got real problems, because I'm not sure I can help you. If you've got, I can't say that right now. I can't say that. In something that's coming up, we might take listener emails and problems, and we'll solve them for you. We'll solve life issues, but we can't announce that right now. I think in the next 2 weeks, we'll let you know about something that we're working on. See? We will let you know. Jamie will be back. Don't worry, it isn't just me rambling. I'm just waiting for him to come back to relieve me so I can have a piss, if I'm honest. Yeah, it isn't that complicated, is it? But I hope everyone is well that is watching this. Oh, got a little bit of saliva on there, and I dipped my face back in my own saliva onto the mic shield, and we could take the mic shield off. That one, well, we could take the mic shield off and just do this, but then you get pops. See, isn't it? And the first time I pulled that apart, I didn't mean to. All this whole thing is falling apart, and I feel ridiculous, and I am ridiculous. Quite frankly, when you had a couple of drinks, it's harder to use. We're not doing karaoke because Keely's gone to bed. So we will do karaoke when we do in-person stuff in about 3 or 4 weeks. Me and Jamie will be in the same room, and we'll all end up fucking each other. That'd be great, Pop around the friend's house. All of a sudden, you're swapping car keys, except none of us are driving because we're alcoholics. That is a good thing to do. We do have built-in alarm systems, though. Yeah, so. It's the alarm systems are when the kids come home and find someone else in the bed. Bit awkward. Mummy, who's that? It's Uncle Dave. I wouldn't worry about it. Don't tell anyone and don't remember it. Don't blast it into your memory like some sort of eyewitness testimony, because that would ultimately it's going to give you therapy for the next 12 years too. There he is. Oh my god. We were just talking about you. Have you got like... There he is. There's the business manager. We were just talking about you. You must have perked up. I guess Silicon Valley must have sent you a text and you FTP'd it to each other and then ultimately got on board. It is lovely to see you. And I'm coming to discuss business in the next... We're looking at the 25th, 26th of February. There'll be an in-person podcast with me and Jamie. So I don't see why I can't come up to Glasgow on the following weekend. Let me check my calendar, which will be the 4th, 5th, 6th sort of time. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'll come up and I'm coming with a swag bag, sunglasses, and a business contract written on, I don't know, the back of a cheese and onion condom wrapper. Yeah, like flavored cheese and onion. And just like, oh, that's a bit, how much cheese, how much onion? And we'll just write the contract on the back of that. But it'll be worth it. I've got to leave this on because I have social anxiety. And I don't want to, even though I'm not looking you guys in the eye, I don't want to look at the screen in the eye at the moment. So I'm just going to sit here. Like I've got like the kind of autism where you're not sure if you're going to hack into the Pentagon or shit in a bath. There comes Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
I
don't feel awkward at all.
People in my street.
Good. Don't say that on YouTube.
With a hatchet. Like, they deserve it, though, because they can't shit on my drive, so fuck them. Then, yeah.
Bloody exactly, innit? I think I drank all the booze. Well, not all the booze. I think I just drank the beer. So let's start some. Let's start. I love the pop. The pop doesn't always come off here. Hang on.
Oh, beautiful.
The smell. Well, the beer worked. Oh shit! I nearly tipped this in the beer glass.
Oh, follow trace. Did you put on a beer glass with beer, you pig?
Give me a second.
What a fucking swine, man! I've been gone like fucking, I don't know, a minute or two, and the Carl's pouring fucking whiskey in a beer glass again. What a fucking pig, man! Fucking hell! I wonder what Brett Brock would have to say about this. Hey, it's all good, Cal, man. It's all good, man. It's all fine, man. It's all good, brother. It's all good, brother. Not a pig. What a piece of shit. Like, you can't fucking drive, fucking pour whiskey in fucking beer glasses. Carl, you damn cunt. 1 second. He's going out to masturbate into a wall. He's probably like Norman Bates. Like, he's probably got like a hole in the wall with a hot neighbor on the other side. The hot neighbor's a man, by the way. Not that we gay shame or whatever. It just each their own. I don't give a fuck. If you're happy, you're happy. What makes you come. But yeah, Carl's got like a hole to his neighbor's bathroom, and he goes in there. He just sees what he likes. He just wanks off to it. I assume it's a man. I might be wrong. It could be a woman. It could be a man and a woman. Who cares? You know, sexuality is a thing. Just as long as you're happy, as long as no one's getting raped or butchered or massacred or whatever, it's fine. Just live and live, bitches. Live and live. As long as you come, fucking me casa, su casa, my casa, whatever the fuck the saying is, who cares? It's, just do what you gotta do, babies. Carl wants to come with his neighbors to a hole in the wall. Let him fucking do it. As long as no one's getting hurt, who gives a shit? Man, woman, fucking, as long as no kids on the other end, that's bad. That's disgusting. That's terrible. But if everyone's like willing to, kids excluded from this whole conversation, of course, because it's disgusting. But yeah, if Carl's jacking off to a hole in the wall and the participating neighbors are like, yeah, we know, but we're fine to do this, then let him do what he wants to do. If he wants to come through a hole in the wall with a neighbor, like a glory hole, that's good.
I found some ice.
Yeah, shake the ice again.
It was found in my dead mother's vagina.
Yeah.
I did find some.
What did Brenda Walsh say? Oh yeah, shake the ice as much as you want. It's fine. That was oh yeah, you shake the ice as much as you like.
So rude.
Hilarious. You was rude, Carl. You was rude, yes. But that's by the by now.
It is by the by. One thing about moving is I got to start my whole system, my whole setup here.
Yeah.
Fuck it, right? Cheers, dude.
Cheers, Brohim.
Cheers, everyone watching. Right, cheers, guys. I just peed in this.
Trace. I'm on the Rheinbacher Pilsner. It's a good German beer. I won't go into the history, but it's got a good history behind it.
I won't go into the history, but it wore some real smart outfits about 8 years ago.
It did. It was
shiny.
Yeah, they were shiny boots. Well, they were shiny until they certain things happened. I won't go into too much detail, but there was an incident with a loft, and some girl was writing a diary and shit, and it was I won't say too much. It's fine. I won't say too much.
We don't need to. We don't.
Jesus
fucking Christ!
I know. A mouth is a mouth through a glory hole. Well, Evan, you are right. A mouth is a mouth through a glory hole. It's that's like something Karl Marx said once, wasn't it? A mouth is a mouth through a glory hole. Now let's take all the rich people's shit and make it our own. Evan's been clearly reading fucking Karl Marx's philosophy on let's go Stalinism shit, and let's do it.
Anything that gets you through the day. Some people read the Bible, some people are into Stalin, all the cool cats are into Chairman Mao.
Mao Zedong.
Actually,
he was a great guy.
Do you remember the days when Che Guevara was really cool, and people going to Camden Market would buy Che Guevara t-shirts and they go on uni, being left wing with a Power to the People logo when he slaughtered gays. He slaughtered gays.
Gay people.
Power to the people, dude.
Yeah, I remember like when I first got into like Che Guevara and all the Cuban shit. I was like, oh, this is cool. I like what they stand for. And then you watch some documentaries. Like, oh yeah, Power to the People, great. They're taking the ban. And you're like, oh yeah,
it's almost as if militant terrorists do bad things sometimes.
Yeah, it was like, oh, okay, this guy's not like all what it seems to be. Like, it's fucking.
But it did look, to be honest, his image did look cool on like an olive green t-shirt, with a silhouette. Did look cool.
It was the best image ever. It was absolutely fucking outstanding. Yeah, it was a great image. And when you hear stories like, oh, him and the leper colonies, you're like, oh, what a great guy. He was with the leper colonies and this, that, other. He was a doctor.
Chairman Mao. He only had one ball.
Mao really only had one ball.
The other, virgin heart.
Evan is a stereotype in Chinese people. Evan thinks all Chinese people have one ball. That's disgusting.
Did you see what I did there? I just did a husky voice and I didn't do the accent. I just went, Chairman Mao has only have one ball. The other is in the Albert Hall. And I didn't even do the accent, so you can't.
Yeah, it's funny because like Mao is like in it's a birthday fair called
Monarchism.
Well,
monarchism makes you a dragon.
Yeah, in the Deer where they were in De Niro and Christopher Walken were in the fucking prison camp.
Classic.
Yeah, Mao. Mao. They weren't talking about Chairman Mao, obviously, or Mao Zedong, but the word Mao. Is it Mao? What they said in there? Strachan, yeah,
like Captain Mauser from Police Academy 3.
Yeah, fucking. But what that scene was great though, wasn't it? Just fucking Mao. And then when De Niro sort of figured out the thing of like Russian roulette, was like, okay, now I got 3 bullets, and he's like, he worked out the maths, and he roughly with the bullet, and he was like, oh, okay, X amount of fucking bullets can go in this gun. Is what is the chat.
I'm not even going to write that film down to rewatch because I've just got so many in here and in my hieroglyphic notebook, which is here. I've got so many things to fucking watch just from like podcasts, and it's like, yeah, dude. What I'm going to do this week?
Just watch that clip on YouTube. Just watch that clip on YouTube, which is class.
What I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to watch Desperado.
Oh, I had it on.
I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. I'm gonna make some Mexican food, like some enchiladas.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a couple of beers, some lime, and I'm gonna watch Desperado.
Oh no!
Just get in it. Just wriggle around in it.
Just do it. I haven't watched that film since I left.
I haven't seen it for years. I haven't seen it for
a long
years.
time, man. I remember.
Well, El Mariachi, right? And Desperado was the remake.
Yeah, I've never watched El Mariachi. Never see. I want to watch El Mariachi.
It's great. It's the same. It's the same, but just on a lower budget.
Yeah, lower budget. Yeah, I need to watch it because it's all in Mexican, though, isn't it? With subtitles.
Yeah. And then the Once Upon a Time Mexico like finishes it off. But it's Desperado is just a classic.
Desperado is what a film. Once Upon a Time Mexico was a good film. Johnny Depp played a great character, and it was really good. I've only seen that a handful of times. Desperado I watched multiple times when I was a kid.
Desperado I had on like VHS, and I watched it a bunch.
Same. I had no idea how I had it. Like my mother brought it for like. I think both. Sorry, let me rephrase the statement. I have no idea why my mother ended up buying that for me and my brother. She just thought, no, Antonio Banderas, he's a good-looking guy. Let's buy that from him. It was cool.
Oh, the little girl's book. Yeah, I got it. I actually got it on Audible. I want a hard copy, but I got it on. I've got a bunch of Audible credits, so I've just smashed that, and I've got Jackie Martling. But because we have Jackie Martling on next week as well, I've got that to listen to. But if I like it, I'll get the real book as well, and also to support because I like books. I just grabbed the Audible thing because I know I haven't got any fucking time. I've got 2 or 3 physical books to read now, and a bunch on Audible that I'm including Running the Light, including some UFOs. I've just got like 5 books in Audible, 3 real ones that I need to just. Soon, I'll get through them all soon. I'll get some time.
Just before I forget, train of thought because which I will do shortly. Desperado, Antonio Banderas. Do you remember a film years ago called Assassins? Antonio Banderas and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I remember it. I can't remember it that well, but I remember.
Oh, I was thinking about it the other day, thinking. What a great film. I watched it when I was like a kid over and over again. But I remember it popped up like a few days ago in my head. I was like, what a fucking good film. I overwatched it as a kid.
Banderas and Salma Hayek in actually people, like we said before, people talk about the Dust Till Dawn Salma Hayek scene, but in Desperado. It's
what
off
a
the
fucking
charts.
woman, the wife, incredible woman, better than she was now. Like she's aged well, but it's all cosmetics and shit and whatever. But what a fucking.
Also, like nearly 60. So
credit where credit's fucking due. Like she was like Adam Sandler's wife in the film Grown Ups 1 and 2. Like she's like, oh shit, what a woman.
Yeah, so I started Running the Light when it came out, and at first it kind of threw me because there were different characters reading. And I was talking to someone about this. I really do like it, but it does jar me. I'm gonna have to get the real book.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get the real book because I love that you've got like I don't know Ari Kreischer,
Stano, fucking everyone's
Stano, everyone's reading it, right? Carl Kinane. But it does Mark Maron, but it does a lot of the time when I'm listening to a chapter, it's like, oh, I'm just listening to Mark Maron. That's in my head. I'm listening to a Maron podcast. And although I am following what's going on, I'm going, oh, this is I've also got this comic the whole way through, and that's just my head. I don't know, but I do love it, and I'm gonna listen to it all. But then I'm gonna get the actual physical book, and I'm gonna read that as well. But Running the Light, it's fucking wild, and I want to keep getting into that.
Great book, yeah. I've listened to it twice through, and I started listening to it for the third time. And I just I stopped my tracks after the third. Not because it was shit, because the shit got in the way, but it's a great fucking listen. And I need to, like what Carl said, need to read the book.
Even before I read it, I knew I was going to steal the idea and do one about the UK, because let me tell you, the comedy scene is full of fucking psychopath, delusional drama students that live with their parents.
Fucking time, yeah.
And if you saw, I mean, I say probably too much on some of these things, but if you saw the WhatsApps and Facebook messages between comics it's wild. I mean, we would all get immediately banned from doing anything.
Yeah,
there's some wild people out there that need controlling, and some days I just wish that AR-15s were legal and I could just walk into an open mic in Bristol and just
but what Carl is saying is, like, some of these people who he's saying is the ones who are saying all this crazy shit. They're the ones who pretend to be on the side of the right agenda at the time. It's fucking nuts.
Well, no. What I mean is that I'm saying crazy shit, and people that I know are saying crazy shit about those people, and we are advocating murder a lot of the time.
I agree, but point being is fucking it's.
You know what? This is going in the actual notes. This is crazy. Just my phone notes is stupid.
I'm seeing double right now. I'm like literally fucking like humped over. Like, let me out. I got glasses on as well. I'm reading it. I'm literally like reading it. Like, what the fuck?
In a minute, you're gonna be.
Yeah. Like the old days. I brought Let Me Out. I have the book. It's it's on my list.
I'm gonna grab it as well. It's on my actual notes, not in those hieroglyphic.
I do have it.
I have I don't know, 50 books, like 100 TV shows, 1,000 films to get to watch, and I'm gonna die. And here's the thing: when I'm dying, if I get a chance to think about it, of course I'll miss my family and friends, and I'm annoyed that I'm dying. But one thing that'll annoy me real bad is like the things I didn't get around to reading or watching. So I fucking meant to see that thing, or I didn't read that thing, as I'm gurgling my fucking liver out my face.
Yeah. I wish I could have seen Michael McIntyre. Not. Fuck him, he's fucking shit. Hey.
Drink break.
Speaking of dying of like liver through your mouth, whatever the fuck. Bucket list. What we got on your bucket list? 3 things on your bucket list.
I mean, I've got a big bucket list. I mean, just traveling alone is insane. I want to go to so many places. It's hard. It's hard to know. Bucket list. It's got to be real important stuff.
Yeah, but just fluff it out like one thing.
I do want to go to space, to be honest.
Pretty cool. Yeah,
I'd like to see Earth from space, like even if it's in orbit. That is like
that's something. Yeah, I've had on there. Like go to the stratosphere.
And it's not totally unreasonable as well. The way things are going to change in the next 30 years, it's not that unreasonable.
It cost a bit, but it's in the realms of possibility.
Yeah, but it's gonna come down, because it's gonna be ultimately we're gonna live fucking in orbit around the planet.
Well, it was only 50 years ago. People couldn't afford to fly around the fucking globe. It was just too expensive.
So there's a long-term plan to get more people up there, and then if you can get quickly reusable things like a plane, then so I would love to go to space. I would love to just to like, people don't think enough that we're on a floating ball that's firing through the universe at hundreds of thousands of miles an hour, and we don't even know what any of that's made of. That every day I think of that. Every day I'm like, oh, this the sun isn't coming up and going down. We're just spinning.
Yeah.
So that, I would like to see that. I would like to, I don't know, bucket list stuff. It's tough. I could name 20 countries, but it's not quite right. Mother and daughter threesome like Machete.
Yes.
Well, Lindsay Lohan and her mum.
Yeah, Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, she's fucking like she's like still pretty fucking hot-ish now.
This was
like,
back in the day when everyone knew she was a cokehead, but she was all holding it together.
Yeah. But before Hollywood started to fucking push her through the door, like, oh, fuck off you go, sweethearts. Using a bit like Hollywood treat people like her like whores, and in a brothel, like, well, you've got the scar now on your fucking stomach, so you gotta go now. Bye.
You build them up and knock them down, right? That's like, I mean, the British tabloids, Hollywood, whatever. It's so that you want to make these people famous, and then you want to destroy them so much they become mentally ill, like Britney Spears, or they kill themselves.
You can't have a scar on your stomach and be a pole dancer, baby. You gotta, you go rid of the kid. You gotta, mentally.
But bucket list, mother and daughter threesome. That's like
it's fucking
Machete,
crazy,
and go into space. I've got 2. I can't think of a third.
The Britney Spears thing was fucking like I never get endorsed in any or involved in any like celebrity bollocks, but when she was like emancipated from her fucking slave contract from her father, it was like good stuff because she was exploited completely.
The other side of it is though she's probably incredibly mentally ill, and then she's
but
probably going to be exploited by someone else, or there's something that she's going to drown her kids.
That's what doctors are for, and medication is for. Is like she was like told like what doctors she couldn't see, what medications she couldn't take, and why she had no control of what she done with her own mental fucking psychotic fucking episodes. It's crazy. Like,
but who's making those decisions now?
Yeah, but maybe now she's fucking more in control. She can say, "Well, I want to see this doctor and whatever."
Maybe. But she's mental, so.
But
I hope it works out. I'm on a side.
Yeah, like if father was a leech, for the sound of it, just fucking clinging onto the name of Spears.
Took all the money, right?
Siphon the money. Yeah, but on the other side, the flip side is.
But it might end in an armed siege.
Yeah, there's a flip side of what you said. It could end in like an armed siege. It's always that possibility.
We've just let a mental bitch go.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. And, do you know what? Part of me that really wants that though. Like, it just for joke aspects.
Evan, as good as the book might be, it's not Ken Harris's sequel that's going to keep me from killing myself. It's a mother and daughter threesome from Machete.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I agree. But here's the thing, right? Yeah, we can all say that, but he does very well and sells tickets, and it's subjective to whatever. But I do know a story.
An audience for it. He's got a huge audience. But yeah,
I do know a story about him, and I'll tell you the story. He went to a local comedy club in Cardiff called the Glee. Fuck it, right? And I know for a fact that because I know the manager of the Glee, I know for a fact that because they didn't have a specific type of pink grapefruit juice, he hit the fucking roof. And this is before he was really big as well. Like, hit the fucking roof. Like, where the fuck is my pink grapefruit juice? You can't.
Well, no, man.
Yeah.
Legit, yeah.
And this was like diva behavior before he was really big as well. Like, I don't know when. I guess like at least 10 years ago. Probably a bit longer.
Should have burned his eyebrows off. The can. How good would it be?
Not enough people get their eyebrows bitten off.
Yeah, can you imagine like being the manager of the Glee and saying, "Do you know what? There's the door. Off you fucking go. Fuck you. Sorry." Or imagine being the manager speaking to whoever owns the Glee fucking franchise and saying, "This is what's happening." He said, "Do you know what? Get him over here. Get the fucking prick out of here." Sorry.
Unfortunately, they won't because they want bums on seats, right? And even when he wasn't that big, they were like, "Oh, he'll sell out a 200-seater."
Yeah, but imagine the fucking look in his face. You can't. Yeah, I can.
I would. If I ran a comedy club, I would be a bit wild. Do you know what I mean? It would be like, "Oh, you're famous. You're on TV. No, I'll just headbutt you." What do you think about that? What do you think about this now?
Fuck out of it, you pig! Nobody like seats on bums, but you're speaking to my staff like shit. I know
like
this is
screaming and shouting like a child.
like a little brat, or when give the open mic to come out and like reprimand him on stage like a little dog.
Here's what I get, right? If you'll get fairly big, right? I get that you want professionalism. It's like you want to get in, you want everything to be smooth. You don't know any problems, let's go. But you still need to be a human, right?
Yeah.
So you still need to go, do you know what? They haven't got the right drink, but I can live without. I'm not going to be a dick.
Yeah, I'll have vodka and tonic instead of vodka tonic with grapefruit
It's not
juice.
as though like the mic isn't working, or like I'm not being left alone before the gig. There's people coming in the green room. Like, all that stuff's fine. When bigger comics kick people out the green room, no staff, no fucking friends of the opener. I get that. That's all good. But yeah, if you're hitting the roof over a specific type of grapefruit juice, you need to be shot. Yeah. That's a joke, YouTube. That's a scripted joke. What I mean by shot is held, like a loving mother.
Michael McIntyre gives off this big persona of like, I'm a nice guy, I'm the friend of the family, or that, but he's a complete and a cunt. That's not a scripted joke, YouTube. That's allegedly this happened, by the way, but
it did happen, but it might have been a long time. Maybe he changed, I don't know. But I never trust people that come across as really nice.
What a fucking dick!
Hi. You ever been to the shop? And
I would want to make friendly with the bar staff more than anyone else, just to make sure they keep my drinks cold. Oh, you haven't got this? Yeah, that's fine. Do me a favor, keep my vodka tonic cold.
Not only that, you want to get like most clubs give you free drinks and stuff, but it's like you want to make friends with them to make sure they give you good drinks, free drinks to get you looking after. And they're coming in going, hey, do you need anything else? What do you need? Peanuts or fucking curly fries?
Yes. John, little slip my tip, motherfucker. Yeah, look after the bars.
Yeah, how about I bend you over this fucking couch?
Drinks. I mean, what a dick. It looks down these people. These people working behind the bar on one of his gigs. They are the ones serving the punters the booze. If it wasn't for them, there'd be no fucker there in the first place. No one. What a dick.
I did see when I worked behind the bar there as well. I saw like a shitty comic, just a handsome man, but an awful comic, and another waitress, right? All over this comic, like
Red Brock.
At the bar, like, I'll give you. And he just like not funny. And he asked me for a drink and I charged him. And she's like, he's the comedian. I was like, I didn't even fucking notice. I didn't care. He wasn't like Stanhope or something. I was like, all right. This was ages ago. And then she was just like, everything he said, she was like, and rubbing her tits at him. Like, it was just embarrassing. And then about an hour later, I looked over and she's crying. And I'm like, well, like, why are you crying? It's like, well, he said he would stay tonight and he's gone.
Nah.
And then you think, do you think that you're the only one that he's fucking? Do you not think that at every festival Glee that he's going to and every like club that he's going to, that he hasn't got a dumb fucking waitress that he's shoving it up in every club that he's going to because he's handsome and dumb waitresses go, oh, you like me? No, he's going to fuck another one in Sheffield tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's gone. He told me he liked me.
Hope you wore a condom, bitch. Yeah. Fuck, you know. Yeah, I hope you wore a condom or you are on the pill because this is a recipe for disaster. Well, bitches be bitches, brother. Fucking.
Well, you know. No, she wasn't a nice girl, actually. No, she's a cunt. She was a cunt.
Yeah, well, you know. Name and shame, but whatever. Yeah, Michael McIntyre.
I can't remember her name. That's how bad. I probably got it on Facebook, but I can't remember her name.
June. She was in a wheelchair and she was with a guy called Dylan, and it was Roller Pig.
Jesus Christ!
I know that's bad, isn't it? Oh, put that back on. Frankie Boyle hasn't been.
Yeah. So
Frankie Boyle is supposed to be a beautiful.
He's a nice,
beautiful.
Most comics.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the flip. Yeah, most comics that are aggressive on stage are very nice. Like Bill Burr's very nice, but because what you got to remember is all, including Frankie Boyle, they have really bad social anxiety and they're introverts, but they go on set. Like I have a mix of like extrovert and introvert. Like when I go into a place I don't know, I'm just all twisted up and I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
But people like Bear and Boyle have the same thing. They're shy. They don't want to be like, they're nice, normal people, but then they're fucking murderers on stage. And that's the best way to be. Yeah, exactly. What would you rather be, like that, or like a nice guy on stage who's a fucking monster when he gets off?
Yeah, Frankie Boyle's fucking supposed to be a right gentleman.
Just a genuine guy. Yeah.
Beautiful guy. But yeah, but the comedians of that sort of Frankie Boyle, who's the genius, the introverts and whatever, but it's almost like they put on like a form of a character, like acting. They put on like a character and they go on this stage and they do their thing. And
well, my opinion is that every comedian has a character. It's like none of it's you.
Yeah.
Like it's always like there's whether it's 1% or 99%, there's always a bit of like something extra. Because most comics are fucking socially anxious weirdos that don't want to tell anyone anything, but they'll go in front of a room of people and tell them what a piece of shit they are. There's something psychotic in that. But it's like, yeah,
it's the same with like actors as well. They come up like Johnny Depp, for example. Johnny Depp is he comes across as like he's only in the tabloids when he's with bitches and they cause shit, but he's not like fucking the tabloids like, oh, I'm Johnny Depp, I'm a fucking actor or whatever.
Actors are an odd breed because they get famous young quite often, and
self-absorbed.
Isn't good for it. It's not good for anyone because they get. I think actors get bubbled sooner, especially if they get a bit famous. They get put in. Even Depp probably got put in a bubble sooner. It's like you're this hot young thing, and then you get a team of people around you telling you how good you are, and then you're not in reality because everyone's just. So that's why you get fucked up. And probably he's also smart. So eventually,
left alone, he just wants to do his.
Eventually, he's like, no, I want to be me and do my thing. But by that time, he's too fucked up, and all he's got is to take coke and get wild and get girlfriends that are wild, and then shit happens, and then it gets in the media.
Life sucks.
I'm sure he did give her a slap, but I'm sure there was a slap back. I'm sure it was just fighting. I'm sure it was just like we're all on coke, we're all mad, and there's some scratching going on,
Yeah,
it's like,
I watched the video.
That's the impression I get.
The Amber Heard fucking secret filming him or some bollocks, and she was there like fucking with it on the table, and she was like, "Oh, Johnny, no, Johnny," and he was fucking slamming covers. I played the key. I said, "Well, I said, this is crazy."
That's normal.
Yeah, I said, this is nothing compared to what we argue over, like on the average, like a week.
And there was a fake picture of a table. It was like all these neatly laid out cocaine things with her credit card out. It's like no one passes out with all these neatly laid lines out. She said that. But also, if you're in a relationship with someone and you're taking coke and getting crazy shit's gonna happen. Doesn't mean that bad shit should happen, but yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it is what that person was. But the thing about Amber Heard is, though, she's very, very pretty, right? Very, very pretty. But you can see her eyes are slightly off. They're slightly off, and those are the ones that will get you. Hot girls with eyes that go off slightly. They're the ones that will get you.
Crazy,
they're the ones that are going to be a problem.
Yeah, crazy bad. No, she's like, I've never thought of Amber Heard as, she's all right. It doesn't do it for me. I wouldn't say no, naturally. I'd be like, go on. I think she's a
very, very attractive lady, and
she's all right.
Probably I would kill a baby for her. I would go to a random baby, stamp on its head in the street, and go, "What do you want?"
I'd help you with that if that's what you want. I would literally help you with that if that's what you wanted. I would,
and that's what happened. That's what happened to Depp, right? It's like he would go, like, "She's so hot, I'll do anything," and then it's a problem now. Now we're in a situation.
Yeah, but like if I was like Johnny Depp's middle-aged man syndrome, and if the only way I could come was to strangle a 21-year-old bisexual woman, that's what I would do. I'd give it a go. Just choke it out of her, and I'd come. I'd be happy. I see him a lot when he's filming New World Order. New old. Oh, Frankie Ball. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to take Jamie 10 minutes to catch up now because he's had 100 beers.
Yeah.
Rowley Birkin, yeah. Fast Show was an absolute classic. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
cool.
I'm not in any way factually commenting on that case. All I think it was just two wild actors getting wild together, and then there was an opportunity to
fucking do drugs and shit.
Because didn't that person immediately go to Elon Musk, and then got booted out of there as well? Like,
I'm heard. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then got booted out of that as well because he realized, she's nuts. She's nuts, and there's going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, there was what a crazy bitch.
Well, there we go.
Crazy bitch. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely have intercourse with her. Well, yeah, definitely without question. I don't think she's ugly at all. What she wouldn't be in my top 5, but yeah, I'd give it a go. If I had to, if she wanted it, I'd be like, yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, come on.
She would leave with an iPhone-shaped bruise on the side of her face.
Yeah,
he hit me.
That's for Johnny.
I'm taking the vodka. I'm taking the vodka and the tapestry.
Biash. Yeah, you fucking biash.
No, I wouldn't. Let's get off of domestic violence cases because it's probably not a good thing to do.
Well, domestic violence is okay in small proportions. But yeah, what are we talking about next? Next on the news, we have...
Disclaimer, Jamie Dykes' views are not my views or the views of this podcast. They are not. They should not be taken as fact, and we encourage independent fact-checking and research.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
My daddy.
Yeah,
climber. Yeah, of course. I know climbers that want to fuck someone that's won like a certain comedy award in the UK. And then, by the way, I like this person, very funny. But even talented, funny people use, they climb, and you can't stop it. So unless you've got hammers. If this ever gets clipped out, we're in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble.
Fuck trouble, yes.
I mean, Jamie, how much? I don't know. You right?
Yeah, I'm like fucking slipping in between. It's basically today was like a mixture of like doing work and I think I almost broke a record of like opioids, which is fun today.
What are you doing? What are you doing popping? What are you doing popping these opioids? What are you doing?
Having fun with myself.
Yeah, but you're gonna die by 40.
Yeah.
Your kids are gonna be raised by the Brett Brock or a big black man.
It's okay because I got a good work insurance policy where they make a cover million, so everyone's happy. It's fine. It's good. Maybe not the case.
Brett Brock is going to stand over your crematorium and he's going to go, "Cheers to you, Jamie."
Cheers to you, Jamie, motherfucker. Yeah, I've like lack of nutrients today. Lack of nutrients, lack of food, and I started drinking. I didn't drink too much too fast. I just drunk a lot quickly too late on.
In the last 20 minutes, you suddenly gone like, bleh.
Yeah,
which we've all done.
Started to kick down. Yeah,
it's all right. It's all right. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just noticing. That's all. I'm asking if you're all right.
I'm okay.
Good. You'll be right. Well, we can wrap this up soon because we've been going 3.5 hours. We can wrap it up soon.
I'll finish my beer and I'll go and maybe eat something and then see how I feel.
What do you mean? See how you feel?
Yeah, it just literally come out all of a sudden, like the last 20 minutes or so, just like fucking. Yeah,
it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. You all you did was catch a little bit of cerebral palsy, right? A little bit of cerebral palsy.
That's all it is. I can feel myself like wobbling off this fucking sleep, and I'm like, "What? Don't do that, you fucking pig! You just."
But this is what this is about. We'll take this in turn. Sometimes we'll get there together. Sometimes we won't.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So
There we go. Evan is saying, all right, life insurance pays off triple if you don't work, Jamie.
But there we go. Yeah. So my plan is to stay employed by the same company for 6 months, and then I die of a fucking like dead liver or opioid abuse, and then they can capitalize on my death. It's all good.
Hey, business manager Evan, when we discuss business next month, Jamie's kind of in that whole thing now, so we need to keep him alive. We've got to work out how to get him into. Because quite honestly, you probably need to go to rehab or like fucking.
Oh, Evan.
You need to go to your doctor and say, I'm addicted to prescription painkillers.
Yeah, but I don't really give a shit. They just want okay. Yeah, we could do that.
They might go, you need to go to a drug rehab.
Probably. I hope so, because I their place are cool. I just need booze in there. I can quit painkillers, no problem. I
go on then.
Nah.
Go on then.
Yeah. I can do that, but
take none for the rest of this week and weekend.
Okay, I can do that. I can get
you like.
Should we get Keely now to do challenge? Should we pull her in and she can take away from me?
We'll get her on air at some point in the next maybe on the 50th episode, and she can tell us all what you're doing. Because it only comes from a place that I'm worried about you. I don't want you to drop off.
No, it's I'm not gonna like choke on my vomit. It's like under control. It's fine. It's just like a couple more.
It's not a couple, and I don't want you to get liver disease.
Yeah. Neither do I. But we can do a GoFundMe if I do, and we can.
All right. How many pills you pop in a day?
8. 12.
And they're strong. What? What was it? Codeine?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. There's a few. There's a couple. Yeah.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm just kidding. It's 8 codeine.
Like there's a few. Yeah.
All right, that's a lot. Yeah. I mean, chronic use of painkillers is 4 ibuprofen a week or something like that. Just ibuprofen.
4 ibuprofen a week. Yeah. Fucking Jesus shit. That's like fucking. Oh, okay.
We need to get you out of this, but we'll work on it. And even if it takes us 5 years,
it's comedy value. We find real good.
All right. What about this though? We get you to finally give up all your prescription painkillers, and then you get into an accident that really hurts. It's like, why did I give up those painkillers? You get a spike through your head and like, ow.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What if that's
I should have taken 8 codeine.
Yeah, that's. What if we do a thing where I go off for a month or 2, and then someone hits you with a car, like deliberately, deliberately. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
So then I'll be like, Jamie, you should have kept on taking your painkillers, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's a good show. We could do that, definitely. Yeah, we could definitely. Oh, do you know what? Anything for the bit. Like, I will definitely do that. I would go sober on painkillers for a month, hit by a car, and then. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, I didn't mean. Evan says we need to keep him alive. Just because the best comedians die because of drugs does not mean the managers are happy. Exactly. Well, ultimately, we'll discuss this next month, and ultimately, you might become Jamie's manager as well. And we'll figure it out. But it's a whole. There's got to be some buffering.
Matt Nappo continues to be my manager right now, as also he is Carl's. Evan has got like a side contract with Carl Mann, which is
Evan can be the business and tour manager. Nappo can be. Yeah. We'll make up a title for that fucking bastard. He might be in the chat. To be honest, there's a few more watching now. So anyway, maybe because I started making. Comments about opioid addictions that Michael Jackson or other people who are in the chat, or Keely may be going, what's my husband doing? But no, we will keep him alive. It's going to happen. It'll happen,
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, I wish.
My painkiller addiction is up to about 2 ibuprofen a month if I get a real bad headache.
Yours, really?
I'll pop a couple of them and I'll just go back to sleep.
Shit, sure. I remember the days when I was a kid. I could do 2 of them, and then it was good.
But it's a real fucking. You do hear about. Obviously, you hear about people getting into this, and then you meet one.
Yeah.
And, now I see it. No, honestly, now I see it in someone that I know and like, and it's like, oh god, that's a lot. That's a lot of painkillers.
It's like, but don't blame me. Blame the doctor who literally, like, put it this way, is like, what, every 2 weeks or so I'll put a repeat prescription in, and I'll say, oh yeah, I request a repeat prescription and job done. No doctor is basically like, a doctor will approve it, but no doctor is sitting going, oh shit, this has been a long time. It's been 2-3 years since this fuck has been done. So okay, I could do it tomorrow. And like I had a new batch of painkillers like last week. I could tomorrow.
So what they should be doing is like, you can have 4 for this week, like, and then they'll wind it up.
Yeah, but it's like, I could do it tomorrow. I could say, oh, I had a batch last week. I could go on it tonight now and just, should we do it for a laugh right now? It's repeat and just fucking, it'll be approved. It's just like
YouTube does not approve of ordering prescription painkillers on.
It's fucking insane, but it is fucking. I don't know what to say, but however, they're like,
Evan.
Yeah.
Yes. Matt is helping us in terms of the US, and we're gonna have some news soon as well. And next week we've got the awesome Jackie Martin on our show, and we'll be getting a lot of really good guests. And that's part of the unofficial partnership with Napo, and we will be announcing something else soon. But here's the thing, Strachan, right? Here's the thing. Sure, Matt's going to do some stuff out there. At some point in 3 years' time, you guys are going to have to get together. We need to go to South Korea and Vietnam again, get our papers back and stack them 10 high. I mean, perform comedy for them. Here we go. Between the two of us taking over. Arkansas in my life. 2 of us looking over.
The Beatles, baby. Nice.
Exhausted, unhappy, rich, and then we'll kill ourselves.
Yeah. Hopefully, in a one-thon.
Yeah, Martin is great. And do you know what? I emailed him yesterday, and he fucking answered back within an hour, or someone did for him. And then today,
what a dude!
So next Wednesday, 6 o'clock UK time, we're talking to Jackie motherfucking Man. And then we're gonna assassinate Howard Stern. Huh? That was a joke, YouTube. Wasn't it? A scripted comedy
by
TV. Matt Napo approves with his disclaimer. The disclaimer is called the 9/11 disclaimer, and it says, exactly, we at Mind TV do not sanction anything the host or guests say. It's purely their opinion. We encourage fact-checking and research unless it pertains to 9/11, which we all know was fake and a hologram. Right?
Exactly what he said.
Fact. That's a fact.
It's true. It's a true story. It's a true story.
Joke.
It's a true story. Is what it is. Carl says a joke for legality, but it's true. True. It's true in the same way that I do painkillers to take away the pain, and I carve the name of my boss into my leg to make me feel something.
I don't know what that means. Can you be 100 what, Kelly?
Can I be 100? What did you say? Pull that back up.
Can I be 100? It doesn't make any sense.
Urge, be happy with it. Can I be 100? Urge, be happy with it.
It doesn't make any sense. You're gurgling into the internet.
Okay, Kelly. It's a typo.
Nice. And then so after today, here's the thing, right? So what I've done at the moment, it might change, but Jackie Martin is next Wednesday, and I put it down as a 51st episode, and this is the 49th. Now in between, there's a 50th. So
smash baby.
I'm gonna try, if I can, to get a few comics from over here together. Saturday, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh shit!
And then maybe Jamie can join, maybe can't, but
I will. I'll definitely.
I'm trying to get Willoughby, George Willoughby, and Greg Winfield in, who are very funny and with good energy together. And then we'll try and get Jamie in, and then maybe invite the dog on, the Mind Dog.
Yes.
And we'll try and just do something interesting. And also pretty soon, I'm going to get the Mind Dog on as well. And here's what I want to do with the dog. I want to spend an hour just me and him chatting and getting under his skin, right? And then the second hour, get Dykes on, Dykes and Mann. Get Dykes on, and then we'll get wild. And we won't talk about, we won't talk about that again because it might have got us into trouble. Someone grass us up. Woo!
Getting fruity with a woman, baby. Yeah.
But, it's going to be an interesting couple of months. And
Dykes and Mann's a good name. Dykes and Mann. Dykes and Mann, Mann and Dykes.
Probably quite an interesting year as well, and then the next two even more interesting.
Yeah.
I've also got a sweet talk. Someone for Edinburgh Festival as well. A show that I might be able to get on. Last year was at 8 p.m. This year is at 11 p.m. So that if I can get on that at all, it'll be wild. Maybe we can get Dykes on some of that as well. We'll have to see, but it's all got to be tiptoeing. So we'll see what we can do. And that will get a bit mad. And maybe I'll just sleep at Evan's house in Glasgow and get the train over Edinburgh every night. Instead of staying in a hostel with some Middle Easterns having an argument around me while I'm itching. And just
suicide bombers, Evan. Suicide bombers.
Oh, this is itchy. Well, no, you can't see that. That's
Evan, think about it. Not billionaire. Kelly, you're a whore. You want billionaires on millionaires, you whore. Pick one, bitch. But would you pick a millionaire or a billionaire?
Taking over. My favorite bit of Get Back was where John and Paul were just going, they're just doing the silly face, which was nice.
Silly face.
All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up soonish. I think. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. But I think
I need food.
Actually, I tell you what, Dykes. You in the last 10 minutes, you've perked up and become more normal again. So it's weird.
Yeah.
Because half an hour ago you were like, yeah. But now you're right.
I have these little outbursts. It's like an autistic kid. I have these little fucking outbursts of yeah.
Mommy, I snorted codeine, going nowhere.
Baby.
I'm between Chong and Tommy Chong and this tonight. I meant to have some snacks and didn't have the snacks, and the snacks are there. But now it's time for. Now I've got to, at midnight heat up a curry and some. Don't take any more pills. Some naan bread. Me and Keelioki are gonna have an intervention when I come round.
Have fun.
She's gonna say like, don't listen to him now, and I'll be going listen.
Take a pill, bat. Take a pill, bat. Take a pill, bat. What it is, right? Take a pill now, bat. Right? So you go to sleep now. You don't try and fuck me in 3 a.m, bat. Didn't bat? Yeah, okay.
You're gonna try and thumb it in like a piece of sushi.
Thumb in like a piece of sushi now, and I gotta press my thumb up your ass now to try and make you stop. It only makes you come quick, innit?
And then knocked everything over.
Yeah. And as I come, Daddy, no! Daddy, no!
2 of us taking over. Nice. So you want to go and get some food?
Yeah, I get some food. I'm gonna fucking.
I need to eat as well. I don't want to wrap this up now. You've all been lovely. Evan, business manager, it's lovely to see you. Call in too. Kelly, thank you very much. Everyone else that's watching, share it with your dirtiest friends. Like and give us a subscribe as well if you can. Okay. And if not, go fuck yourself. And we will be back maybe at the weekend for a bit. It might not be as wild. Might be a couple of hours or whatever.
We'll be on the weekend, baby.
I will speak to some people tomorrow and we'll see what we can do. Maybe have a couple of beers like Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. And apart from that, we'll be back with the big one next Wednesday, Jackie Martling at like 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. EST, whatever. And then from there, most weeks we might be getting interesting guests on. We're working hard behind the scenes. We're trying to convince everyone to like us, and little by little we'll grow, and you've all been a big part of it. And that sounds too appreciative, so I think I should call you pigs at this point. And we will have an announcement about something else that we're working on very soon, maybe in the next week. And you will see a lot more of us on well, maybe we're more coherent then. Cheers, Evan. Thank you, man. Thanks for the support.
Cheers, Evan, brother.
I'll see you soon.
Where's the cash?
And that is it. That'll do. And you'll be seeing more of us on hopefully a bigger platform soon as well. This podcast will always be here. Whatever Jamie does will always be there, but we'll be working on something soon. Let's go before we spill the beans. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Last Rites. You have been absolute fucking animals, and we do not trust you. Goodbye.